On the upside, I got my pizza out of the oven and I didn't have to interrupt anything to do it. I wondered why no one was responding to anything I was asking in the comments section. I was just like, what's going on? Oh my god. So I apparently I connected the stream to OBS, but I never clicked start. I never clicked go live. So it never started streaming, but I thought I had started streaming. So let's do all this again. Hey, hi, hello there. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the live, for real this time. I wanted to say welcome to the interns, Christina's lifting and healing journey. And then welcome Adori Gale, welcome Purbug, welcome Ruby. Where were we? There were other people here. Welcome Lisa, welcome That Goes There. Anybody else sneak in? Welcome Christina. Did I miss anybody? Okay. So I put a link in the comments section, and it's a link to the bingo card that CJ Circe made. That's their name on Instagram that they sent it to me. I think it's hilarious. So if you guys want to play that, there we go. Now I'm live. My hair looked good in that one. Huh. Oh well. The hair is its own thing, apparently. Wait, who am I logged in as? Here we go. We don't want to watch commercials. So yeah, it wasn't you, Ruby. It was me. Excuse me. Sorry. So here's a thing. Do you guys want to watch Rodriguez, Alexandra Rodriguez, or Amberlynn read? We can do a retro read react, or we can do like a compilation for Amber, or I can watch whatever the most recent Alexandra Rodriguez videos are. All right, ALR. Yeah, go ahead and type 1 for ALR, 2 for Alex, just in case. Let's be what is that? Diplomatic's not the word I want. Lisa's like, Anna. That's it. Well, hello, Curvious Spirit. I love your guys' names. It is democratic? I am trying to... No, 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 no. Oh, it is Salty Crab, who is pretty funny. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. The only reason I'm not doing Anna is because my members just got a Anna video today, and it'll go live tomorrow at 6. So I don't want to go over that material again because A, my members need time to get to see it, and B, I'd like it to at least release to the public before I go over things a second time. So, but it looks like Amber's kind of winning out, so. Anna is very exhausting. I started on her 4th chapter today, and it's just like, I don't understand how you sit down and write that book and not hear what you're saying. Like, I don't understand it. It's like she was blind to everything she was writing down. Anyway, all right, we're gonna do Amber. What's a good I don't think she did ever read it back. I don't know what I was doing. I was gonna do something like completely. So So what I was thinking about for the retro react for Amber is, you know how you go to people's pages now and instead of giving you the most recent video, it gives you this for you crap. And the videos it gives me are always like, well, the first one here is like a year old. The next one's 11 months old. The third one's 10 months old. Which are obviously well before I started reacting to everything, so. Of course, the 10-month and the 11th month year ones are her and Feline in the daycare and for the nursery. And then these ones I think are well, if it was a year ago, that would still be Feline era. 2 years would be Becky era. So the stupid circle indeed. Or I can react to Mr. Snowflake again because I want to do the last 2 episodes of the Amberlynn series. Excuse me. Anyway, so I could react to it live and then cut it up later. So okay, let's do this. I'm gonna eventually need like, wow, the spelling. I know that's not how you spell algorithm. Go. So it looks like you guys are already voting for Mr. Snowflake, so let's do again, unless there's really a sudden influx of people. Which, by the way, he and I did connect on Discord. And he did say he is interested in being interviewed, both him and Jimmy. And it's just a matter of syncing up things. He is very busy. And also there's like a huge time gap between us. So it will happen. I just can't tell you when because I don't know. Where? There it is. Now, I have reacted up to episode 5 prior to this. I mean, it'd be amazing if they stopped in again, but I'm afraid if they do, they're going to think I'm stalking them or something, which I am not intentionally doing. Listen to my soothing voice while I figure out where to get this picture from. There we go. All right. So we're going to come all the way down. Boy, just the way his thumbnails change as he goes over Amber really says a lot about his view on Amber. Good God, that one's forever long. Which episode is that? Jeez Louise. All right, so the final 2 episodes are episode 17 and episode 18. What it's just titled the final episode. So, let's start with 17. And if I don't get through the whole thing tonight, which, I mean, if that is all we do, then that's fine. Anyway, I'll finish it off camera and then I will take that. I know I said that with the Foodie Beauty thing and I will do that. Take the chunk out and make it a normal video for people who aren't here to watch the live. Hello. You're going to take the babies out? Okay. Well, it's really nice out. Tiny Blue Daddy just came in and he's going to take the cats outside to eat grass so that they can throw it up on the carpet later. Yeah. We will get to more glitter, Evil Debbie. I think next time I do a chapter for her, I think I might go over that live. Oh, you like my bless? I put the bingo card link in the chat earlier. I don't know how to like pin things, but I can look it up again for you guys if you need me to. I kind of started to give on my weight loss journey when don't give up, Christina. You know, you're gonna have bad days. Just, you know, accept it and be like, you know what? That horse is still over there. I'm just gonna climb back on it. It ain't going anywhere. Just, you know, don't defeat yourself, I guess is the point. The only one who can defeat you is you. I should change archaeologist retired to K-pop girly or K-pop boys? What? Oh, yeah, I didn't make the card. A person named CJ Searcy made it. And I might send them a note and ask them if they can add things. So, oof. And maybe take like retired archaeologist out of there because it is my intro, but kind of cheating. It's like having the free. I like the free button though. The hey, hi, hello there. Oh, I guess we should do that though. If you hear the commotion of my cats, they're just very excited to go outside. There we go. What have I got? Ceiling flirtation. I don't know if we'll get much ceiling flirtation in this one. K-pop girly. You could definitely put K-pop in here. I do mention it fairly frequently. Not maybe every episode, but I do mention it fairly frequently. Tiny Blue Daddy is on the card. Oh, I need to... Okay, yeah. See what you're saying. Just kind of view this as like the calling card. If you generated your own, I know there are some that are not on here. So just, you know that I'm going to come across it here at some point. And you may as well take Cynical Guy because I did talk about him earlier. No, I didn't. Oh God, I did talk about him, but y'all weren't. I thought I was broadcasting. So you guys missed me reading this paper, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. I was just ranting about fat acceptance and the fact that they're using this one paper in Cynical Dude's most recent video that he just put out today. I think her name's Intuitive Fatty or something, and it's like 9 minutes into the video. She's responding to some comment about how there's not a lot of obese people over the age of 70. And so she pulls out this paper from the NIH and she's like, yeah. And she starts going off on all these all these talking points about how there's that a third of the population of people in the 65 and older range are considered obese. And then she starts going on about how there's all these like health benefits to being obese and overweight and older. There are not. And the paper that she's quoting, that she thinks she's quoting from, she really needed to read that paper because inside the paper, they go through 4 meta-analyses where they look at advanced age and obesity, 65 and older, and obesity being, they were classifying it as 28 and over, your BMI. And every single one of those meta-analyses has found that the higher your BMI was, the higher your chance of mortality was. So the older you are and the fatter you are, the higher your chances are of not living to see 70. And if she had just read the damn paper, she would have seen that. There were some tricky parts, but you know, it's just that kind of crap. They like pick these papers, they might read the abstract, they don't understand what they're reading, and then they get on TikTok and they start spouting this shit as if they understand what they're talking about. And then all you have to do is look the damn paper up and read it yourself. And I would say 90% of people who are going to read these papers are going to see the glaring contradictions in these papers. And the paper she's reading is literally about treating obesity in people who are 65 years and older. And it gives treatment plans for the obesity. The whole point of the paper is to combat obesity in elderly because it kills them sooner. And this is the paper she's trying to use to defend that there are people who are obese in the 70-year-old range. This is fat acceptance. Anyway. Ah, curvy asparagus. Excellent. By the way, I love this card. I don't think I've said that enough. Okay, everybody give your suggestions to curvy asparagus then. A pet archaeologist retired because sometimes you say, oh, do I? See, you catch these things that I don't even catch. Sometimes I say retire. Oh, so that one's very specific. Gotcha. Archaeologist retired. Makes me sound like James Bond. I will probably get back to the thematic backgrounds here and there. The program's not as tight as it was. I think it's got something to do with my lighting. I don't know. It's not doing what I want it to do. So I think I finally got the sound problem fixed, but we'll find out. Once I get the sound problem fixed, I'll start working on the video. All right, anyway. This is not up to stuff. So, can you guys see this now? Yeah, all right. So here we are. This is episode 17 of Amberlynn reads Shaped by the Algorithm by Mr. Snowflake. And I am going to speed it up. Ooh, actually, I'm going to slow it down. Didn't realize I had it going that fast. I watch a lot of videos that fast, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's just jump in. I can always slap an intro on the beginning here. These intros are so good.
Who's the one that takes it to get all the oil changes? Becky in it. Who's the one that drives it? Who's the one that takes care of it? Come here. Come here. Yeah.
Such a fucking lie. Oh my god.
That is not.
All right, we're gonna skip this part. Is anybody in here new to the Amberverse? The Uber Eats guy. How do you know it's a guy? How do you not know it's a girl? Maybe, I don't know. Out of the way, sorry. We're stopping here. I have seen this. It's just been a minute, so.
That diamond is symbolic of a pledge that will be made this year by nearly 1.5 million couples. The pledge to love and cherish, to honor and obey.
Oh my god, you're a linguist. We are friends now. Well, I mean, we were friends anyway, but now I have questions.
The pledge to share a lifetime and build a heritage for new lifetimes to come.
Let me know if the sound levels are good or if they're blowing your earballs out or earballs. You get what I'm saying.
Becky and I. She took that on her phone. Becky and I did not break up. Trust me, if she did not want to be with
her lipstick is so screwed up here and it drives me totally nuts. Now I have to check my own. But oh my god, this drove me nuts, this entire thing.
Amberlynn Reed?
She would not be with
Amberlynn Reed.
So if you guys subscribe to me for the train wreck aspect, or the mukbangs, or the personal info about my health, or the consistent and constant weigh-ins, I will no longer be making those videos.
I just like how she punishes her audience by not making the content that her audience comes to watch. Like, she thinks she's one-upping us by doing that. You know what I'm missing? I'm missing my notebook. But it always amuses me when she does that, because it's really cutting her nose off to spite her face. And Foodie is super bad about it, but Foodie's also trying to rebrand, like hard rebrand herself. Amber just does it because she thinks she's accomplishing something by doing it. She thinks she's punishing us. She thinks she's showing us one up, things like that. And it just always amuses me because most of the time she circles back around to it anyway, because she wants those eyeballs. She wants the views. So who are you actually punishing every time you do this? I'm going to be you right back. I got to grab my notebook. I mean, I could have paused in a worse spot, so keyword being could have.
Rebrand your channel and change the content of your channel is actually very, very common thing to do on YouTube. And I kind of just feel like it's my turn. I have been stuck in this weird, just like vicious circle, and I kind of want to get myself out of it because I am done with it all. I mentally am ready and wanting and willing to feel better. That is what I need in my life. So to do that, I have to say goodbye to the mukbangs and to the constant sit down videos about mental health and physical health. I have to say goodbye to those things. Vlogging for me is so much more productive. I show more, I do more, and it makes me feel better. That is what I want my channel to be, a vlogging channel. So yeah, welcome to the vlog. We're gonna have a little grocery haul for you guys. Hey guys, so welcome to a new...
The stupid circle? Yes, it was an avocado seed. Professional. So, Windows noises, sorry. All right. Oh my god. I am so sorry to have paused here. What is it with her and the damn boob windows?
Vlog. I'm gonna start off with a hot topic haul, but I wanted to show you a few things that I got from Walmart. We are at Target, yeah. We got some
Target does have nice stuff, I'm not gonna lie.
air pop popcorn. We got some crispy crunchy ginger chunk, which it's a blast. So excited to eat this.
I know this is a lot of noise. This is the perfect example of when I'm talking about how Amber uses stuff as a way to show off her persona, her that's not the word I'm looking for. But when she's trying to convince us that she is a certain way or a certain person. She uses this stuff. And of course, the Becky era, I think we're still in the Becky era, she was constantly buying things. And stuff like this Burt's Bees dog wash and what else was it? All the Hot Topic stuff, and she's showing off all the books that she reads because she's a reader, she's intellectual, and this is not a cheap brand at all. It used to be, but it's not anymore. And the Hot Topic clothes, I mean, they're not the most expensive thing you can buy, but they're not cheap by any stretch. But it's just he's layering all of these different things that she does. The constant grocery hauls, the constant food hauls, the book hauls, the garbage hauls, Target, and where else did she shop? Walmart. And she didn't start going. Did she go to the dollar store when she was with Becky, or did that start when she was with Aline? But yeah, never forget the stupid circle. Right before the cold shoulder on everything. Shut up, Midori. But yeah, this is consumerism, consumer culture at its finest. And this is how Amber shows her value to the audience. She's like, look at the things I can buy, look at the things I have. Aren't these cool things, or these expensive brands? I can afford to buy them. I mean, she's not buying like luxury brands, because I don't think she even knows what they are, to be perfectly frank. But if she did, she would probably be trying to buy them as well. Kind of like with Anna from Glitter and Lasers, constantly showing off all of these gift sets she gets from these like higher brand makeup and skincare. We got like a package for nails. I have no idea what she's talking about in there, but apparently it's some book thing with nails, and they sent her a care package, and so she's like, I was just getting ready to walk the dog and I just got this delivered. Like somebody came up and hand delivered it to her, unless she didn't get it out of a box. Like, Anna, stop it. Don't quit lying. Just be honest. Amber's the same kind of way. This is her crafting that image that she wants us to see. And I think it's also reinforcing that image in her head as well, because this is the ideal Amber. Like, this is what she imagines herself to be. And so every time she shows off these items to us, she's also reinforcing that image in her head, you know. And I think this does have a lot to do with her growing up poor and her growing up being passed around between the different foster homes. Like, this is her way of soothing herself and proving to herself that she's come this far. You know, she can afford these things when before she couldn't. And, you know, she doesn't have to worry about rent anymore when before she did, and those kind of things. The fact that there is like a niche of people that make influencer gifts blows my mind. So that, oh yeah, let's get caught up with this real fast. I was feeding my chickens. No, your chickens are way cooler than anything I just said. What was I supposed to mark off? Oh, here we go. Well, wasn't their fashion sense, so. I don't think I have forgetting my words on here. I'll probably put hiccups on here. Let's see. All right, let's get back to this. What's on? Oh. My cats are all on their harnesses, and so they'll have to walk funny. Anyway. Wait, Christina, a random chicken adopted you? like a cat? You have a cat chicken? I'm going to keep an eye. Where did the chicken come from? We don't just have roving chickens around here. Apparently. It was...
Your videos are the same thing every time. Boring. I watch a lot of vloggers and their life is a lot like mine. You know, it's just repetitive, everyday, normal living. I don't live my life for the vlog. I just simply vlog my life.
Now, whenever Amber tried to become just another vlogging channel, which she tried to do a few times now, and not just discuss her weight, or her health, or her mental health, it was a bit of a disaster for Amber. And with every new vlog she did, it became more and more apparent that she just didn't have anything noteworthy to film. Amber's main problem was that she was incredibly lazy, and her vlogs showed that.
No, not Amber. She's not lazy. She's like the queen of doing stuff. Where do you live that you have roving chickens? Arizona. Roving. Okay, there's feral chickens in Arizona. Who else said that they had roving chickens? Christina, Northern California? That's crazy talk. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a chicken. We have too many foxes and coyotes around here, though, so. And
If
cats.
Amber was set on not discussing her health or do mukbangs anymore, then the only thing left for her audience to be invested in was her relationship with Becky.
That's so cute.
Make that face you a little bit more. I wanted to ask you a question.
I hate this so much. Like, I don't know who started this stupid ass trend, but it's even worse that Amber picked up on it. And why Becky put up with her for as long as she did, I will never understand. I know feral chickens are big in Hawaii. My mother just got back from Hawaii and she was telling me about that. And I still think that's weird. But, you know, it makes sense, I guess. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. There's always that one chicken. Yeah, that one chicken who gets eaten.
Okay. I'm gonna put chapstick on first. Is that TikTok?
Why is that funny? Here, sweetie, let me bash you in the back of the head with my purse. Ha 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 ha.
Girl,
I wanted to do it again.
it's like, are you serious?
Yeah, you should have just backhanded her.
Did it hurt?
A little bit, a little bit.
Oh, baby. I love you.
Love you.
The more invested we became in their relationship, the more frustrating it became having to watch Becky morph into Amber's caretaker.
We just had 4 pictures over here, and it was this one, this one, this one, and this one. It was all just in a straight line, but I ordered some more greenery pictures, because I'm going for the greenery, and I just had this thought in my head, and honestly,
I literally don't think she can pronounce picture correctly. I think she is physically incapable of it. Because even when she slowed down to say the word picture, she still said picture.
looks amazing. Becky did it. Very, very happy she did it perfect and did exactly
Becky
what
did
I asked
it.
for. Oh, bless you.
She may not have been everyone's cup of tea, but having Becky in Amber's videos made them more bearable to watch. It had been years at this point of watching Amber treat Becky poorly.
I just get very angry if I don't get my way during a binge.
Becky had quit her job a while back and relied on Amber for
But remember, guys, out of Amber's most recent video, she never binged in front of any of her girlfriends.
money. This shifted the power balance in the relationship, and Amber knew this.
A lot of people are like, Amberlynn, why aren't you letting Becky decorate anything? Why, does she only have the guest room to decorate? Well, y'all,
I love how she thinks we're stupid, and that's the voice she uses. Because it tells me a lot about what she thinks about people that talk like that.
we agreed that I decorate the house. It's just what we agreed to. A lot of couples do that, you know? I personally love home decor and I love decorating. It's just something we agreed on.
You can see by her body language, it's not something they agreed on. It's probably something they never even talked about. It was probably something that never even occurred to Becky.
I don't know why it's even questioned.
Okay, so you already started.
Yeah, it started.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Anyway.
Hi. Anyway,
So-
Why didn't Becky ever just...
Don't do this. Don't do this. Do not do this.
Do not do this.
Okay, look, she says, don't do this, do not do this. And it tells me that she does this to Becky frequently, or frequently enough that it has gotten on Becky's last nerve. Like, not that this would have been funny the first time anyway, but this seems to be a reoccurring prank. And look at her face. Like, Becky's clearly not happy. And Amber's like, ooh, how far can I push this? And it's just like, what are you going to do about it? You're lucky she wasn't a different person. Decorating.
Whenever we got the chance to listen to Becky speak, she was often passionate about the things she would talk about, whether it was her art,
As everybody knows, I like Naruto. I don't care to admit it.
or her family.
My other nephew, who's going to be 7, turns 7.
What
I'm sorry. Bless Becky.
Whatever it was, she was usually engaging to listen to, at least. When we had just Amber, she was either complaining or arguing
Every time I watch that damn shrimp ring one, I want shrimp.
with her audience.
So it's time to pick a curvy comment. A curvy comment. Please tell me y'all have seen her ridiculous Snapchat about fat shaming / skinny privilege and her nails taking the spotlight. Cringe.
Don't look at my nails.
First off, everyone gets mad. Everyone gets to a breaking point. Everyone handles things differently. I was mad and I spoke out of anger.
And I thought it was a good idea to go make a TikTok where I called everybody despectful pieces of shit. And in my head, that was a good idea.
It's normal. It's okay. I'm not going to feel bad for showing different emotions on social media. Anger is an emotion, and speaking out of anger is a natural human type of thing.
Yes, but most adults that I know of don't put it on the internet. When you see videos of people acting out in anger on the internet, it's usually because either somebody videotaped them being an ass in public, or they're like you and don't understand that that's not appropriate.
Shut the fuck up. I'm so much better than majority of you. As for the nails, those are just there. I've come to realize, yes, I have lymphedema in my lower abdomen, and if you're gonna judge me for that, whether that be in a YouTube video or out in public while I'm wearing a shirt.
I know she has it, but when did she decide that it was in her lower abdomen? I mean, I know it can be there. I'm not saying these things aren't possible. I'm just saying, when did she get diagnosed that way?
Because you can kind of see it. Not like physically see it because my pants are like covering it, but if you're gonna judge me for something like that, that just goes to show like the kind of person you are, not the kind of person I am.
Amber came across so terribly in her own videos that it was easy to see why there was constant speculation about her and Becky breaking up. For many, it was hard to imagine being in this kind of horrible relationship and staying in it. But as much as people were wanting Becky to escape, there didn't seem to be any signs of Becky leaving anytime soon.
Hello, BJ. That picture's so sad. You know, segue. Because I know that there was a video where Becky was kind of, it's not quite a tell-all, but it's basically a tell-all, where Becky was talking about how she doesn't even remember that picture getting taken because she was so out of it during that particular birthday. And I really feel bad for her. Getting adjusted, getting the right meds and getting adjusted to the meds, it can take a while, and it's not a fun process.
Shh, don't tell anyone. But Becky and I are talking about marriage, and if she proposed to me, I would cry. I would be so happy, and yes, I would be happily married to her. Like, even just thinking about like her being my wife is just like
She just wants to be married.
I'm just not in the vlogging headspace, but I'm trying. I feel mentally unable to vlog. I feel like I have nothing to vlog, and the stuff I do think would be entertaining and stuff I kind of want to like keep to myself. But then, I don't know, it's just like all such a mess, you know? Because if I have a day where I need mental time for myself, because I was having really bad anxiety last night especially, I'm able to skip the day on vlogging and kind of just like take care of myself mentally. Anyways, I'm okay now, I'm better, I feel better, but
I do wonder what taking care of myself mentally looks like for her. Because she's never really showed us something like this is my mental health routine, you know, kind of a thing. Like, this is what I do when I'm to calm myself down from anxiety or anything like that. But she does talk about how she will take time away for her mentals, but she never really talks about or shows what she's doing. I mean, I can guess what she's doing because you don't get to this weight without doing certain things, but I don't. I mean, A, obviously that's not mental health. And B, I just kind of am curious what she thinks is good for her mental health. Like, what does she do to keep herself non-anxiety ridden? I just want to see what those are, because just going off of the other crap that comes out of her mouth, I'm kind of concerned that she's doing things that would not normally be considered good mental hygiene or good mental coping mechanisms and that kind of stuff. Toy Story. Yeah, journaling only does so much, you know? And if you're not journaling correctly, it's not going to do anything at all. And I don't for a minute believe she's journaling correctly. There's really no right way to do it. There's just ways that are more effective at actually achieving something.
It just really wasn't good last night, for sure. I kind of wanted to talk about, I feel kind of like body dysmorphia again. I talked about this a couple years ago on my channel, how I felt like I was smaller than what I really am. And I guess I'm having another case of that. I have also been going through a lot of personal things, which those don't need to be said. I mean, I'm just gonna...
I don't know why, but I was so morally offended. I was just outraged. You can mark this one off on your bingo card. That she dressed up like Wednesday Addams. Like, I don't know why that makes me so mad, but like, I feel very possessive of Wednesday Addams, and just when she dressed up like Wednesday Addams, I was just like, how dare you?
Outright tell you guys I have been going through some personal things that is not up to me to disclose. Also, I have had a lot of just mental issues, problems. I know I said I didn't want to talk about that anymore, but honestly, that's stupid. Like, this is my life, and I have been really, really sad lately.
Amber quickly realised that without the constant complaining, discussing her mental and physical health, she wasn't really left with much else to film, and had no choice but to go back to what she said she wouldn't go back to. She was also ready to boot up the old cycle once again.
So, I was gonna keep this to myself because I know how people react to things, and that's totally fine. But I actually am starting Jenny Craig tomorrow. Hey guys, so welcome to day 1 of...
Ah yes, the fake eyelash. This was a whole era
of me being on Jenny Craig. Last night was day 2 of Jenny Craig.
Does she know you're supposed to take them off? You're not supposed to sleep in, like these ones. I know there's some that you can now, but these are not those. Like, she knows those were supposed to come off, right?
Long story short, I binged last night. I thoroughly actually am in love with Jenny Craig. Like, I can say that. I know it's only been high 4th day, but I really like it. Okay, so... well, I binged. So good. Hey guys, so I stopped filming after this because I did overeat. Some will call it a binge. Something came over me, I couldn't control it, and I got 2 large fries, which I don't know why, because I never eat 2 large fries. And
press X to doubt.
I did get the 2 large fries, and I still didn't eat the second large fry. I just ate 1 large fry. And then I had a 20-piece nugget, but I only ate the outside of the nugget, not the inside of the nugget. And then a large fry. I mean, it is what it is. I'm here to be honest. But I do want to say,
I also don't believe for a damn minute that she only eats the outside of a chicken nugget. Like, who does that? Like, I know that, like, I eat a Kit Kat that way. You know, you eat all the chocolate off first and then you eat the wafer cookies. But I do actually eat the wafer cookie because why wouldn't you? So you're not sure. Maybe she does eat the coating off the chicken nugget for whatever reason. But you're not going to convince me that she doesn't then eat the actual chicken nugget. Like,
Jenny Craig honestly might be hands down the best weight loss diet that I have ever tried. Some Panera bread.
oh, is this the... They gave me the wrong sandwich.
I'm sure I'm giving you guys whiplash. You guys are like, what is going on? I got a veggie sandwich. Literally just has veggies. They gave me 2 chips, although I asked.
Yeah, but Cartman's a literal cartoon character. He's meant to be satire. She's a real freaking person. Like,
for an apple.
You can tell by her face right here. I don't know if I can catch it. Will I F this up? Where does it go? Yeah, she's not even mildly actually surprised here that her order is wrong. This is a fake reaction. Wait, and right there. Duper's Delight. Right there. Does she do it a second time? Sorry, guys. Oops. Okay, she doesn't do it a second time. But there was that one split second of the Duper's Delight. This is not a surprise response whatsoever. I mean, maybe if she was like experimenting with her medicine like Becky was going through, that might have been a surprise response. But even Becky's face was still more animated with surprise than this. Just putting that out there. Does that look like surprise to you? Like, seriously, just this freeze frame. Does she look surprised? And more importantly, does she look disappointed? You can do both in the same expression.
They gave me the wrong sandwich.
Look at her smiling. Look at her smiling. Like she thinks she's getting away with something. Look at her. Right there. Oh, they gave me the wrong sandwich. No, everyone's gonna believe that. Her eyebrows don't move this entire time. Like, there should be expression going on here and going on here. If you're surprised, it's like a knee-jerk reaction. Like, unless you're a trained actor, you probably can't suppress that. You're not going to convince me that Amber's a trained actor. Actor. Look at that. Her eyebrows still didn't go up. Her eyes just got bigger.
Oh, no.
Yeah, does that... Look at that. Mm-hmm. Does that look like disappointment or upsetting or being upset? Please. Hello, everyone who slipped in. Hello, Jane Fonda. Hello, Sophia. Hello, who else came in? Ah, yes, Tequila and Donuts. I'm always tickled when you show up.
Turkey with bacon and cheese.
Uh-huh.
I'm really, really upset right now.
This dog says, look at her face. Anyway, we'll stop now. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. I'll try it.
I forget what was going on at during this point where her nose was always red. I think she had like sinuses or something going on. I don't remember. There was like a reason for it.
I almost want to call them and be like, excuse me, let me look at the receipt.
Hello,
Yeah,
Victoria,
right
Victoria.
It says 1 Mediterranean veggie sandwich, no tomato. Because I don't like tomato.
Really?
The fact that I have to sit in my bathroom and film this while Becky's in the other.
My sandwich is wearing the wrong shoes. Is it Tarquin Superbus? Tarquin Superbus? I don't get the reference. I'm sorry. Hello, Cass. Hello, Rocky's Wooby. I will continue to call you Rookie's Wooby for no reason.
Room feeling like absolute garbage because people are constantly messaging her and harassing her and saying things and sending screenshots and saying things like, why are you with Amberlynn? You have such a cold heart too. I can't believe you do this to your mother. You guys have no idea what you're talking about.
Amber was in a never-ending cycle, and so was her audience. With Christmas coming up, we knew that meant another dull Vlogmas series. However, this Vlogmas would surprise many, because this time, it would be her most dull Vlogmas to date, and it wasn't even close.
You know, Vlogmas this year is just gonna be, or Linmas, excuse me. It's just.
Oh yeah, Linmas. I wasn't offended by Linmas. It made sense because it's her doing Vlogmas, and we Lynn everything, you know, Scholar Lynn, you know, Dr. Lynn. So the Linmas part didn't bother me, but it bothered some people, I remember. And I mean, yeah, you can take it as being slightly egotistical, but like in the archaeology community, we call it dirtmas. You know, so it's like it's not uncommon to do something like that. Yeah, lying Lynn. Yeah, exactly. Like
It's gonna be very boring.
oh, Linning. Sorry, reading.
I am a dish soaker.
No shit. You're probably also a dish leaver. You know what soaking dishes is? Leaving it for the next guy. That's what soaking dishes is.
Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas. So I'll stop calling it Linmas because people seem to hate it. How are you guys doing? I feel like I'm running out of things to say. I do have a little haul moment. I got these from Amazon because
I almost bought those glass bottles. Not because she had them, but because I was thinking I was going to fill them up with water and take them around with me and everything and reuse them constantly. I did not. I should have. I still think I should.
Alright you guys, so I think it's about that time that it's time for me to swap purses.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody struggle so hard to get something dried into a bag. That.
ASMR. That was sweet. I need you guys to.
It's moments like that. I mean, maybe she was playing it up. Maybe. But it's moments like that where I'm very aware of her limited dexterity, like her limited ability to manipulate small objects. She doesn't seem to have fine motor skills, I guess is where I'm going. Like her fingers don't seem to work right. And I've noticed it's got, I think you guys remember when she was buying the boxes. It was after her and Feline broke up and they were buying boxes to pack. And she couldn't manipulate the box properly, the folded up box. And it was a whole thing. And it was very terrifying. But just now with the putting the thing in the bag there, like I get they're dried roses. And yeah, that was a smallish trash bag. And she was kind of doing it the dumbest way possible. But at the same time, when she picked it up to like put the things that she had crushed in there, she still hadn't managed to get all of the flower heads into the bag, and they would fit if she had just done it, you know, smushed them in there. But she doesn't have, I just don't think she had the dexterity to do it. And so she's losing dexterity. When was this? Like, I guess 2019, sure, why not? So sometime around 2019, 2020, she starts noticeably losing her dexterity. And maybe before this, because I haven't watched, I have actually got a couple gaps here, and I don't think I've watched the one before this, but you know, even if I did, I don't remember. But I do remember seeing this part, and I'm just like, that loss of dexterity, and it's significant from this point forward, which is why I'm always amazed that she's doing the Lego kits. And it's fine. I think it's actually good for her to be doing the Lego kits, because it requires such, not precise motor skills, but I mean, like, they're not the big toddler ones, you know, they're actual like Legos. I don't know. Maybe I'm being completely crazy here. Is it nerve damage? Weight compresses the spine and affects it. I mean, it could be. Yeah, that she does. She like manhandles things Victoria says, Toddlerland. But it is. She just blobs things, you know? She doesn't meh things. She doesn't like pick something up. She grabs it, you know? Anyway. Hello, Scooter.
Realize what you won't, that there's more to me than just my weight.
She's a transformer, you guys. There's more than meets the eye.
I don't know what's been going on lately, but I think I'm going through like seasonal depression, which is weird because I've never had seasonal depression.
I'd still eat these.
I've always just had depression. I'm trying so hard. I'm literally doing my makeup.
It's okay, sweetie. You don't cry actual tears. You don't have to worry about your mascara running.
I try so hard to smile.
There's more. It didn't end. Oh, God. Okay. Is there a point to the reference of Pooh and Tigger? Because if there is, I'm completely missing it. I think those are his baby's toys, and so that they may just be there because it's his house, but...
Amber's content could not have been more low effort if she tried. She couldn't even muster up enough energy.
Oh, sir. Oh, sir. 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 You clearly have not watched the most recent episodes. She is purposefully putting such little effort into her, 3 to 4 most recent videos. Like, they are insultingly low quality. Like, she has to try to make them that bad. And she is doing it on purpose. She is, again, this is another one of those times where she's punishing her audience because reasons, and she thinks she's being effing clever doing this stuff, and really all she's doing is just chopping her nose off to spite her face, and it's kind of aggravating, but you know, I think at this point, this was the new low for her.
Energy to pretend to care about Becky.
We finished Krampus, and then
Look how yellow she is compared to Becky. Even her eyes are yellow. She looks like she has like a film over her compared to Becky. And she wonders why people are like, what's wrong with you? She's yellow. All of her skin is yellow. And I can't tell if the white of her eyes is yellow or if it's just like her face is so yellow it's making them look yellow. If she had jaundice, though, he is not a sir now. He is Mr. Cardigan. If she had jaundice, it doesn't. I mean, clearly I'm not that up on what jaundice. I mean, I know what it is, but would she be like sicker by now? Because this was a while ago. This was at least 2019. At least. And I'm glad you finally caught alive, Victoria. I got to learn about roving feral chickens, so.
started Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the claymation version with Mickey Rooney and Fred Astaire.
Look how little she gives a shit about Becky talking.
Yeah. I was really paying attention though, because I was playing this game on my phone that I'm addicted to.
What else?
Her videos were painfully dull. She still wasn't treating Becky how she deserved to be treated, but at least she was settling into her new apartment nicely.
Do you guys think I should... Oh!
Wait, what?
Her videos were painfully dull. She still wasn't treating Becky how she deserved to be treated, but at least she was settling into her new apartment nicely.
Do you guys think I should... Oh!
No, never mind. I thought she had hit Becky with the door, and I was like, I missed that. But no, that's not what happened.
I know you guys are probably like...
Okay, so that was 2020. All right, 2020. There we go. I was close, but no cigar.
Really, the first video is a mukbang. I'm going to explain why. Okay, so this is a tofu and... I don't know. It's like a tofu situation. Looks like that.
she's just bad at this. Like, she makes Foodie Beauty look good at doing mukbangs, and I cannot watch Foodie eat. She is so bad at this. She makes Foodie look like S tier expert. It's so annoying. Yeah, that's true, Nat. Hitting her. That's why I was like, did she hit her with the door? Because yeah, that completely would have been in character. Anyway. Oh, I forget she doesn't really know how to use chopsticks either. That bothers me. It really does bother me. They're not that hard. I was taught at a very young age to use chopsticks, I understand, but still, it's not that hard. Your guess is as good as mine, Victoria. You might as well just stab them there. I've watched people do that too. You know, at least that makes sense. Anyway, here we go. Deep breaths, everybody.
See, I don't know how to use these.
No shit.
I'm gonna be using my fingers. I'd rather not botch the system there. All right.
She couldn't even pick it up with her damn fingers. Like, okay, I'm laughing, but again, dexterity. That's like a fine skill. Oh, this episode of Don't Do That. Oh yeah, I've seen people stab. My mother would stab egg rolls like that with both of them at the same time, and then pick them both up. We eat in public too.
Despite telling us she was done with mukbangs, Amber kicked off the new year with one. There was a real sense of sadness to Amber's videos now. She couldn't stick to a new plan of not talking about her mental health, and now she had failed at not wanting to do any more mukbangs. But that was not the saddest thing about this new year.
Hello. I'm engaged. So that is an actual situation.
What is she putting on her face? I usually skip the eating part, Sam.
Am shook to the core. It was so special, and it was totally Becky, the way she asked me. We're keeping that private for now. There are a few people who know, close people, but...
Where did Sam go? Just for future, how do I make people mods? Susan, we can't compare ourselves to the girls. They somehow have won the cosmic lottery. I don't get it either. Like, there are so many reasons why Foodie should not still be with us. Not that I wish that on her, but there have been so many times where I'm just like, well, this is the end. And every damn time she pulls out of it. Same thing with Amber. It's just, that's kind of one of the reasons I keep watching. It's just because I'm like, how is she doing this? Like, who did she make a deal with? Okay, Jane, here's my thing. Do we really think that actually happened? Like, did Becky confirm that? Because that just sounds like some dumbass story that Amber came up with just to make Becky look bad. But that's true, Midori.
Oh my god, I love her so much. True love, I'll tell you that much. Like, our love for each other is just so...
Damn. Go ahead and mark that one off.
Like, unconditional. And I know a lot of you think that you see our relationship as one way, and that's fine, because that is social media.
I know, right?
Social media is what it is. Assumptions and...
Her foundation doesn't match. It's like 5 shades off. It might be the lighting, but I'm almost positive it's not. And just the way she puts it on, I kind of wish I could see her in real life after she's done her makeup, because I just imagine you can literally see brush marks on her face because of A, how heavy she puts the foundation on, and B, she doesn't do anything to blend it out after she smears it all over her face. And then she wonders why her face is breaking out all the time.
But I will tell you one thing.
Yes, I do, Sam.
The assumptions
Yes, I do.
are not real. Look how white my face looks compared to my actual natural skin.
At least she said it too.
I literally think that I think I'm whiter than I really am.
Amber was now engaged to Becky. Many of her audience believe that Becky would be really trapped now, and the way Amber told us about her engagement came across as strange as well. It was almost like it was an afterthought. The focus of the video was Amber doing her makeup. Despite coming across so nonchalant about it all, it was a new year, which meant Amber, as always, thought that this year was going to be her year once again.
I have completely deleted Uber Eats off of my phone. That was, oh my god, I feel like this weight is like off of my shoulders.
Somewhere there's an Uber Eats driver who's crying now. I do like this sweater though. That's the one that's always in her closet and I'm always like, oh, I love that sweater. I think she got rid of it though. Yeah, it kind of came off that way, Jane, but I don't think that's what she was going for.
I will be doing Jenny Craig again. I want to give you a little update on day one. I ended up falling off of plan. I ended up having some jasmine rice, some Asian trail mix, and some ice cream. So I am still gonna keep going. You guys need to come back tomorrow for
fun story, Susan Butler. If you are over a certain BMI, they won't take your body for science, which I honestly don't understand. Maybe it's because they just don't have the facilities to accommodate you if you're over a certain BMI, but you have to be within a certain weight range in order to donate your body to science, or they won't take you. I had to look that one up. Well, Ruby, that's mildly disturbing and yet still funny. Huh. Funny in a scary way. It's like they're waiting.
For day 2. Hey guys, so welcome to day 0 of a new series, and I am
This is Curvy Calories.
So the series is called Curvy Calories.
There we go.
And I know I've done something like this before, and I literally only lasted a couple days, but there's something different inside of me versus the last time I did it.
I resent that. My grandfather was Ronald McDonald for many years.
I feel more desperate to be successful and to save my life. I know that with every pound I lose, it's a step closer in the right direction, and I know with every pound I gain, it's a step closer to my grave.
Somewhere, someone has to have put together a compilation of her going through this exact speech every time she starts some kind of diet, because this is the exact, it's not always word for word, but it might as well be every single time. That's why no one listens.
I don't want that for myself. I don't want to die young. But more than anything, I don't want to leave Becky alone. I don't want to leave my mom alone.
Well, Becky kind of wanted you to leave her alone, and your mom's, not to be too big of a dick, but your mom moved on. So, yeah, I'm sure she'd be sad, but at the same time, you're not the only thing in her life.
So for my first meal today, I actually ordered Chick-fil-A. So before anyone says anything about ordering out...
Oh my god. I'm sorry for your loss, Bathtub Mary, but that is actually kind of interesting. So interesting. If you're too tall, they won't take you either. So I wonder if you can be too short as well. That just creates whole groups of people that they just don't study. Yeah, I bet Salty Crab does have one. Salty Crab has all the good ones. But yes, Susan, you would think they would want to study that. And maybe they do to a point. But I guess like over a certain weight, they just don't.
3 scoops of my absolute favorite ice cream in the whole entire world, called Jamocha Almond Fudge. Sadly, it came out to 840 calories, which then, plus what I had the meal before, 1,320 calories is what I ate. Hey guys, so welcome to a mukbang. This video is about Chick-fil-A.
We all knew not to be tricked
About
into caring about her
Chick-fil-A.
journeys any longer. Amber gave us her classic Eureka speech about needing to lose weight, like she had many times before, but this time no one was buying it. We knew not to invest any energy into Amber's New Year's nonsense either. But one thing that did get people interested was the fact that Becky was nowhere to be seen.
As for while we're really here, people have noticed that I haven't been wearing my ring. And people saw that there was no bed in the room, which that's what you're seeing now. If you guys don't follow my TikTok, you need to, because love me a good TikTok.
She has been trying for so hard for so long to become TikTok famous. And yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry. Intermission time. Do 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 do. Oh no. Guys. Hang on. Amber's premiering a video. Ooh, wait. If I jump over to the premiere and we watch it live, that's sniping, right? That's like a no-no. Crap. That would be fabulous. That would be fabulous, but I don't want to... I don't want to be that guy. But I did think about it. I briefly thought about it. Anyway, we're just gonna stick to this. We'll get to the Amberlynn thing later, but yeah. Don't want to be that guy. Or do I? Cool. Be that guy. I think I can get in trouble though. Isn't that against TOS? Like I'm pretty sure I can get in trouble for it. Sniping is a live react. All right. We'll watch it. We'll watch it after it premieres because I'm gonna have to react to it anyway. So if it finishes up before we finish up, which God only knows if that'll happen, we'll jump over there. Otherwise, I'll react to it like normal. So anyway,
you guys haven't been seeing Becky.
sniping is only games. Tempted.
So a lot of people are saying that Becky and I aren't together anymore. Becky and I are together. I think it's so weird. Well, it is weird that you guys would think that.
Okay. Disgusting. But remember how Molly's going on about her chewing and how she chews with the front of her mouth? Here she's chewing the sandwich with her back teeth. Well, it would I guess be this side. But she's chewing differently here than she's been chewing for a while now. Well, since I've been reacting. So that's interesting as well to me. There's a definite progression in her ability to chew food, which does kind of reinforce people's theory that she's got bad teeth and that the teeth are causing her pain when she eats.
We weren't together because we literally just got engaged. Did not break up. We are engaged. We are the closest thing to the opposite of breaking up. It's just so funny. This whole like.
Well, all right. Do you guys want to? I guess if it's against TOS, they'll like hit me while we're doing this. So hit me, baby, one more time. The truth about my weight loss surgeon and everything else I've been avoiding. Oh man, yeah, we gotta watch this one. I'm sorry. Sorry. You guys aren't going to be mad if we switch, right? Now. I'll go back to the reaction. We'll get there. And they won't accept bodies that have... Oh, sorry, we're back on that.
Or just like anyone in their life in general. And I think that like the more exposure you have of coming out stories can actually make it seem less scary. Where did you get the idea to start wearing diamonds for your makeup? Speaking of, today I decided to do 2 here and then 1 here on each side. I'm just like obsessed. Honestly, I didn't get the idea from anywhere. I just remember I was doing my makeup.
Girl. Lie.
This was a couple weeks ago and I was like, how can I switch this up? Because the only way I ever switch up my makeup is like the length or the thickness of my winged eyeliner. And I was like, I want to do something different. I'm not really an eyeshadow girly. I have eyeshadows, but it's never really been my thing. And then I like to wear glitter in the corner of my eye a lot. I didn't do that today though. So that's like another thing that I do. And I actually recently started that just like a few months ago. So I was like, what else can I do to elevate my look? And I was like, you know what? Diamonds. I personally love it because
they are a girl's best friend.
I think it's beautiful, but not only that, but like you can do it however you want. So it's always going to be a different look because honestly, I'm never going to stop my winged eyeliner. I feel like it suits me. It's literally me. You guys love it. I love it. Have you considered cutting your hair shorter to help it recover? So yes, but not the way that some of you suggest. Some of you are like, go up to here to your shoulder. Never gonna happen. But as I sit here, you guys don't even know it, but as I sit here, my hair is actually quite shorter than it was literally just 2 hours ago. So I cut my own hair. And it already feels so much better. Not only that, but I haven't used heat on my hair. I also said goodbye Tresemme and I have moved on to a different shampoo and conditioner. And I notice already.
I wonder why she won't share with us what her new hair care products are. I mean, I'm still going to treat this like a react, so we will be slightly behind things, but you know, it is what it is. The diamonds are not real. No, they're just little plastic rhinestones that she's managed to glue onto her face.
How much better.
And I wonder how long it will take one of them to get into her eye.
My hair looks. So here I am showing you a clip of my hair from my last vlog,
Oh,
and then I'm showing you my hair today where no.
Okay, she almost got it to the length she needs to get it to. I will give her that much credit. All right? That's about all I'm going to give her. But she did chop a significant chunk of it off. She still needs to take like another foot off, but maybe 6 inches. Maybe 6 inches. You know, we're getting there.
It's not perfect, but it just looks and feels so much healthier. I am very glad that I decided to take a pair of kitchen scissors and just chop, 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 chop. How do you manage your mental health?
Never mind what I said about the split ends.
With all of the hate that you get. So honestly, the best way I can describe this is like, say there is just this invisible layer between me and the hate that I receive. 9 times out of 10, 99% of my life, with all of the hate that I do consume, it doesn't pass that layer. And I think with time, that layer has gotten thicker, it has gotten stronger, because I used to not handle the hate like I handle it now. Sometimes the hate can pass through it, but it's very, very rare. And not only that, I try not to put myself in situations where I see the hate. I purposely don't go into my comment section because that is the brutalest place I can go. There's Reddits about me, don't go on there. Gosh, there's like other places and other forums you can go to. I don't go to any of those places. That's one of the biggest reasons why I don't even have a Twitter anymore. It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. I'm sure if I consumed hate about myself on a day-to-day basis, it would reach through those layers that I have in front of me, but I don't consume hate about me. You guys message me in private and you guys are...
I'm not entirely sure if she's actually put together a coherent thought here or if she's just been rambling for the last 30 seconds. I've lost the thread of the conversation.
Fucking amazing. You guys are honestly so freaking sweet to me and so kind. And it's like, that's the stuff that I'm always thinking about. That's the type of people that I imagine who are watching me. Ever get discouraged from losing weight because of your diagnosis of a lipedema? Since lipedema is not curable and it cannot go away, yes, I do get discouraged because I know that there is a large portion.
I mean, there is treatment to reduce the swelling, and you could theoretically get surgery, but I don't see her doing either of those things.
On my body that will not go away with weight loss, and that's hard for me to absorb. Hard for me to accept. Hard for me to...
I'm sorry, Shelly.
Process. I will always have like a disfigured body. I'll never have the body that I want, but I'm also so far past that like vain, oh, I just want to look better.
In what world are you past vanity?
It's all about health. It's all about the fact that I do not want to die. So yeah, having that fear and feeling those discouragement feelings, all of that is no more stronger than like the fact that I want to live. That feeling is so much stronger than all the other stuff. But I'm only human, so of course I feel discouraged by this diagnosis. So the next question,
You got diagnosed with that a long time ago.
kind of goes into like what I was talking about, what is currently motivating
Yeah,
me to lose
exactly,
weight, and
Victoria.
it's pretty simple. It's like I don't want any more health complications due to my weight, and I do not want to die anytime soon. Like I want to live for at least another 40 years, and I know that sounds crazy because people my size, we don't live that long. What is your next goal weight since you have reached your recent goal of 499 pounds? I think my next one is 469 because from my remembrance, that is the lowest I remember weighing
This isn't live, it's a premiere.
in a very long time. Years, probably like 7 years, maybe more. When I get there, that'll be really exciting for me. How often do you listen to music? So I listen to music every single day. I would say for hours, maybe like 2 to 3 hours a day, maybe more. It depends on what I'm doing. I will listen to music when I am walking Twinkie. I will listen to music when I am cleaning. I'll listen to music when I'm showering. Just whenever there's like a time where I'm doing something and I want like noise, it's either that or YouTube. Do you still enjoy doing YouTube? Yes, I love
Somebody in the comments just said, why is this premiering, as if we've been waiting for it? And I'm like, I feel called out.
everything about my side of YouTube when it comes to filming, editing, uploading. I enjoy the whole process. I think it's really fun. I've always loved it. I love how I was able to turn a hobby into a job, into something that makes it to where I have a roof over my head every single day, and every single day I am thankful for you guys. So thank you so much for that, and for
She is not thankful for us, by the way.
letting me do something that I thoroughly love doing, and I will forever love it. I really truly believe that.
She does enjoy this. The body language there, she does enjoy doing YouTube.
I understand why a lot of people might think I don't enjoy it anymore because I don't upload as much as I used to. The reason for that has nothing to do with like enjoyment or
Amber headbanging her way around the apartment while she's vacuuming and cleaning.
if I actually like YouTube still. So no worries, I still love it and I am here to stay. What's your relationship with your dad like? I actively do not have a relationship with him, and I haven't had one in a very, very long time. I think out of the 33 years that I have been alive, I think I have only had a true relationship with him for maybe a year of my life, and that was when I was around like 11. I was living in an all-girls group home. And I think at the time, my dad was doing really well in his sobriety, and he would come visit me. And I lived actually in Upper Lake, California at the time. So my dad, he would rent out boats, and we would go on the boat and we would go fishing. And those are the memories. Sorry. Whoa. Okay. Those are the memories that I like to remember. I'll probably never have a relationship with him again, and that's due to my choice. But it's also due to the fact that he just doesn't even try. He is still in his addiction, and it's bad, and
She is genuinely upset about this.
he has a lot of health problems, and he's going through a lot.
And she doesn't like talking about it, but you know how she gets, she can't stop herself. So I think that's what's happening here.
And I love my dad very much. I love him unconditionally. I love him with all of me. But I just know that me having a relationship with him would do more harm than good, and that's just reality. Would you recommend Ozempic? So I think that if you have a large amount of weight to lose, and you're obviously under doctor's supervision and they think it's the right thing for you to do, and now you're just sitting there like, should I do this? I would say yes, give it a try, see how your body reacts. I know for me, I had some unpleasant symptoms, but ultimately in the end, I'm willing to even try it again. So if you're—
No, she's not. That was fast, but no, she's not. I think there was some deception in there too, Victoria, but overall, I think her expressions were in line with what she was saying. I think there's obviously something she's not wanting to share with us, but you know, what else is new?
you're debating, I'd say try it. Ozempic has saved a lot of people's lives, and it has made a lot of people lose weight, and I feel like that's really important for health reasons. So yeah. So this kind of goes into the last question. Why are you open to Ozempic again?
The last
even if
question.
it can mess with your gallbladder? Because rapid weight loss, yo-yo dieting, losing a large amount of weight, all of that messes with your gallbladder regardless. I'm the queen of yo-yo dieting.
Why do you even still have a gallbladder? And also, like, never mind. That was a different thought, sorry.
You guys know that. I want to lose a large chunk of weight. So it's like my gallbladder has had issues in the past already due to the yo-yo dieting and to the weight loss. So it's like, What's another thing? If I'm being supervised by a doctor and they're like, you know what, it's fine, I think your gallbladder will be fine, then I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna not lose weight.
You have to go to the doctor first. They don't just blanket write subscriptions to this stuff. Prescriptions.
Just because of my gallbladder. Do you think living in Oklahoma will allow you to grow or no? Oh, absolutely. Because it has already allowed me to grow. This is the most independent I have ever been in my whole entire life. I feel my mental health improving. I feel my emotional health improving. I feel my physical health. I am losing.
Oh yeah, Jane. She's tactical at picking these out. She was supervised by a doctor. And I don't know if I buy it. I don't know if I buy that she was having gallbladder issues to get off the Ozempic. I think it was expensive and she didn't like the fact that it takes away your desire to eat. And she couldn't cope. She has no other coping mechanism. So what was she going to do if she couldn't eat? It was the same reason Foodie Beauty didn't like it. And Life by Jen. Both of them complained about the fact that they didn't have coping mechanisms aside from eating. And the Ozempic took away the desire to eat.
Weight. I am independent. Yes, I don't drive. A lot of people don't, though. You can be an independent person and still not drive.
God help us if she ever gets a driver's license. I am 150,000% okay with the fact that she does not drive. I am here for it. It's fine. Please do not learn to drive.
So yes, I am already growing and improving as a person, like living on my own. The question for me is, will I continue to grow as a person here? Or am I eventually going to want to move on and go somewhere else? I don't know. What's one thing people rag you about online that you feel bad about? So by rag me, I'm assuming the person meant like something that people like constantly bring up. And the first thing I think of is just like my ignorance with like certain words that I've used years and years ago. Like I'm talking over 7 years ago. Since then, I have apologized and learned, owned up for my mistakes. And I think that's literally the only thing you can do when you're ignorant.
Oh, she's talking about when she dropped words that she shouldn't be using that I'm not going to repeat. And the whole thing with Rafe. That's not what they're talking about.
Towards something is own up to your mistakes, apologize, learn, and grow from that. Do you think the therapy you did for weight loss surgery helped you? Because as a viewer of 8 years, I have noticed a huge positive change in you.
Lie?
Well, thank you for saying that. That actually means a lot to me. I also noticed it as well. But
no, she doesn't. I saw that. I
think that the therapy definitely helped. It helped a lot because
she can't not lie.
I think that might be the first time in my whole life, and I've done a lot of therapy in my life, but that is the first time in my whole life that I have ever seen one psychologist for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end.
I believe that.
And it's almost as if like my whole weight loss surgery journey was just like meant to happen for that very reason, because it's like
they're the people that live behind her eyes, Shelley.
I've learned so much about myself, and there were so many like situations from my past, especially like in my childhood, where it's like if I would even think about it, like instantly tears. And now it's like I can talk maturely and clearly about those situations where it's like I'm okay and I'm here and I'm well. I feel myself healing from things that I never ever thought that
Now I know she's never been to therapy. That cinched it for me. I have always said she didn't do therapy. You know, she might have been once or twice, but I don't for a minute believe she was going regularly, and that right there just cinched it for me.
I would. And getting diagnosed with PTSD and also BPD, it opened my eyes tremendously. It's like things that I used to not be aware of, I'm now aware of, and I'm able to like rationally be like, okay, so this is the reason you're this way. Now it's your choice to like find that rational side of you, take a deep breath, calm down, and do the right thing. So this kind of goes.
Okay. I need a minute.
Goes with the last question, but it's because of the answer that I am going to give. The question is, what is the worst habit that you do when you're in love with someone? So not only
stalk them
do I have BPD, but I have
Yep, let's go. We're doing this.
Massive anxious attachment issues. Like it is so freaking bad. But when I'm in love with someone, they become my everything. And I know it's because of the BPD. I know it's.
If you know it's because of something, then you are capable of not doing it. Hate to be a bitch, but
because of the anxious attachment. So it gets so bad, it's to the point where it's like my emotions, my feelings, my thoughts, the way my day goes, etc., is all based on the way that they are treating me. One small change or tweak in tone or words can literally feel like the end of the world to me. I never understood why.
Every relationship ever is like that.
I always thought I was just dramatic. That's what I was called, you know, my whole life in relationships. It's just like, you're dramatic. Why are you so irrational? Why do you act this way? Like, you're just being crazy. Like, hearing those things constantly, it's just like, yeah.
I guess every girlfriend she's ever had has done nothing but verbally abuse her when she's having one of her episodes, and Amber just can't help but love them anyway.
That's how I felt. Like, I'm just being dramatic. I'm just drama queen. And it's just like, no, like, now that I know the reason, it's like, wow, I have BPD. That's why I'm doing this.
I don't believe she's been diagnosed. You all should know where I'm coming from with this one. I don't believe she's had a formal diagnosis. I believe she's TikTok diagnosed, but I don't for a minute believe she's gone to a doctor that could actually formally diagnose her with this. So this is her just making shit up and using this as an excuse.
Like, I know this isn't normal. I know this isn't rational. Having that answer has
Thanks,
helped
Shelly.
me so much. Like, you guys have no idea how empowering it is to have an answer. I might actually give an example.
Please do.
So say someone I'm in a relationship with usually messages me every morning at 9 a.m. and says good morning to me. That's something I'm used to. That's something that I expect. So if it comes 9:30, I start to think they hate me. They want nothing to do with me. They're cheating on me.
It's literally called anxiety. Everyone goes through this. And the more you're like a freaking teenager, the more it's going to hit you. This isn't
on me. That's where my brain goes automatically. I'm not gonna lie. It would probably start happening around 9:03 a.m. So then what that would cause me to do is text them. Why haven't you talked to me? Is everything okay? Like, multiple texts. Because not only is that my BPD.
Tattersale, I'm not saying that these are not BPD traits. I'm saying I don't believe Amber has been formally diagnosed with it. I think she's picked this up off of TikTok and she's running with it because it allows her to use it as an excuse for her shitty behavior. I'm not saying that this doesn't exist. I'm saying I don't believe Amber.
Being like triggered, but it's also my anxious attachment being triggered. But now that I have the answers, where in the past, if I did that, that would just be me being dramatic. I'm a crazy girlfriend. Like, what the heck are you doing? Now it's like, if that was to happen, I would send one text. You okay, babe? You know, a simple, you okay? Yes, I'd still be like on the inside having a little bit of anxiety, like, oh my God, what's happening? Because I can't change those things about myself right now. That's going to come with time. That's going to come with therapy. That's going to come with help. But the fact that I'm able to stare the same situation in the face, whereas it happening 3 years ago and I freaked the F out, or it happening now and I'm like, it's gonna be okay, Amberlynn.
Yes, because it's that easy to overcome something that's life affecting. Just that easily. She just overcame it that easily. She's fine now. That's why she doesn't need medication. She just wakes up one morning, blinks 3 times in the mirror, and suddenly she's cured. Oh my God. Lee. What, baby? What? Oh, there we go. Wrong. I see you.
I thoroughly feel like my psychologist from Kentucky changed my life. Like, because I'm able to see things so.
But the one who supposedly diagnosed her with BPD is the specialist she saw when she came here. Yes? No. Am I getting my timeline messed up?
Different than I was prior to the diagnosis. Trust me, I know it can be exhausting for someone to be with someone like that. 100% agree. But it's also exhausting for me. It's very exhausting. But I try my very hardest to be upfront with the person that I'm interested in. Like, these are my issues.
It was in Kentucky?
How
okay.
I react to certain situations. I just feel like it's very
I just got my
important to have
timeline
open
mixed up.
Around anything in a relationship, but especially mental health and the way that you react as a person. How many times have you ordered takeout in March and what was it? So today's actually March 12th and I've only ordered takeout 3 times. So I'm actually very proud of that. Like, round of applause. I mean, this is coming from a girly pop who would order takeout a couple times a day. So
Sorry, I'm still pissed off.
Very proud of that. What show did you audition for last year? So I am friends with someone from 1,000 Pound Best Friends, and we thought it would be a good idea for me to be on that show. So she talked to the producers and they're like, you know what, let's give her an interview. So I had an interview. Feline was my girlfriend at the time and she was 100% supportive. We knew that we were going to have to actually move to a different state to be a part of that show.
Oklahoma.
And we were both willing to do it. We were willing and ready. I did the interview. It actually went amazing, but I never heard back from them. And I'm not going to lie to you, this happens a lot.
It does. Does it? Does it?
I have been interviewed for a few weight loss shows and it always goes really good. They like hype me up and they make me feel really good, but they never call me back. They never even tell me sorry.
Let's pretend like this really is real and this really does actually happen. Like, let's pretend like there's a world where she's not lying. And what does that say about TV producers that they would constantly call and interview the same person? Because all of those shows are made by the same production company. You can tell because they put their name up there. So the same people are calling her over and over again to interview her for a show and then never call her back. Like, what sense does that make? Especially with the draw that Amber has. If Amber was on one of those shows, I mean, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. If Amber got on one of those shows, it would probably be one of their more watched shows because Amber is kind of famous in this sphere and it would draw all of those eyeballs, you know? So what producer is routinely shooting themselves in the foot over and over and over again by not having her on their show?
We didn't choose you. It's just like there's nothing. So it would have been an amazing experience. I would have absolutely
I believe that, Lee. I do.
loved it because the girl I'm friends with from that show, I don't want to like say her name because I don't know how she would feel about that. I'm sure she wouldn't care, but like, y'all, you know me, I'm afraid. Like the doxing, I might say the wrong thing. Like I have become
There's only been so many people on 1,000 Pound Best Friends. It's not going to take people long.
more private on my channel. I do want to get better with that and start sharing more, but it's hard to balance like what am I allowed to say versus what am I not allowed to say. I don't want anyone mad at me. So, but yeah, it was 1,000 Pound Best Friends. And I don't know, it just would have been great. Like I really do feel that. Do you consider yourself a sexual person? Oh,
Damn it. Who is asking these questions? Why? If I had known this was what it was, we'd just go back to Mr. Snowflake. We might.
absolutely. Absolutely. I would consider myself to actually be a very sexual person, especially like if we vibe in that way, like sex every day. I'm a daily sex type of girly pop. So do you have a
You can put that on the list of things I never needed to know.
current love life? So I actually do have a current love life and it is with my Valentine. There was a phase where I was talking to multiple people at once and my feelings grew here and there and this and that. And I just realized that like talking to multiple people at once is not me. It never has been. I never did anything like that before. But it's like, people were like, you know, you're single, try it out, talk to different people. And I did, I experienced it, great. It's just not for me. So my Valentine is the only person that I'm interested in and the only person that I want to be interested in.
I believe that, but I believe it because Amber can't control two people at once. Like I always say she's a master manipulator, especially in person. And I assume if she's like highly focused on you online through social media, I'm pretty sure she's still fairly effective there as well. And I think the reason why she doesn't like talking to multiple people at the same time is because it's very difficult to juggle two balls, I guess. At the same time, it's a bad metaphor, but you get my point. She can't control two individuals at the same time. It's hard for her to split her attention and then keep things straight. So I'm sure she does prefer focusing on one person at a time because it's just easier for her to laser beam focus the manipulation on that person.
And that I will be interested in. So
You think
Yeah,
Pinky or
I do have a
Bleach?
love life.
No, they don't.
What 5 things would you want your partner to be like? I'll name some things, like obviously like trustworthy and loyal. I want someone who's loving and affectionate, like with their words and physical touch. I want someone who's obsessed with me. Like mutual obsession is definitely green flag coded for sure. And I want someone who's like weird and funny and quirky and silly, because that is very much me. And I want to laugh with you and be weird with you. And I just love that. Like someone with a good sense of humor.
That's why her and Destiny got along so well.
Who is your favorite ex? I'm gonna say Feline. Is Wifey number 1 the same as Wifey number 2? Wifey number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are all the same person. Has Nikocado Avocado
Well, at least she admits it.
apologized yet for implying you lied about having cancer? No, he hasn't. And I think that's just very low of him, especially because he still says quotes and does things that I do in my videos and his videos. It's just like, do you have a heart? Like at all? It'd be different like if he was just like another YouTuber who just wanted to talk shit. But I did consider him my friend, and I did talk to him about my cancer privately in text messages. So it's just like,
parasocial relationships are a bitch, I'm just saying.
for him to do something like that is just really, really wrong. Would I like an apology? Sure. Like, be a good, decent human being. Who is your favorite reactor in girl world? Definitely Yo Mama, hands down. I feel like we don't really have anyone like that in the community. Someone who's willing to stand up towards bullies.
What? Who is Yo Mama, and why is she fangirling? By the way, she never fangirls. And why is she fangirling for him? I probably don't want to know this answer.
And YouTubers who think that they're doing something good when they're really not. They're just like attacking 2 individuals. I noticed that a lot of the reaction channels, they don't like to talk about the other reaction channels. And if they do, it's always like good things. But it's like, y'all
Talk about the other reaction channels. I don't have a problem with it. I just know that people who like the reaction channels that I might be critical of also like me. And I just don't want to have to deal with like the fandom backlash. But if somebody does something or says something that I have grievance with, I'm not above talking about it. I mean, I've done it. So
these reaction channels, they're not
I'm defending myself, gosh darn it.
perfect. They do and say wrong things as well, because we are humans. That is just how we're programmed, to make mistakes and to do things that we shouldn't. But I think the difference is that Yo Mama's not afraid to say something, while all the other reaction channels are very much scaredy cats, for the lack of a better term.
Didn't he make a song making fun of her?
Minus all that, I genuinely just think that Yo Mama is highly entertaining. I love his live streams and I watch every single one of them. Who is the last person that texted you? So the last person that texted me was my Valentine. Do you use
careful,
sex
careful.
toys with
Your butt was almost in the film. I almost saw, well, I mean, you got clothes on, but I almost saw more than a hand. Jeez.
yourself or with partners? Yes, I do. And I know some people are going to come for me, especially if you've been watching me for about a decade, because I remember one time I said, like I said, like this was like a decade ago. And one time I was like, yeah, I think you only need sex toys if like your sex life is like super boring.
This isn't a family channel, but we're going to keep it clean. I don't care what you keep in your toy drawer, but I think everybody should have a toy drawer.
Girly pop, I was just like delusional at the time. I'm not delusional anymore. A sex toy is amazing. And I've been doing that for years now, but I'm just like speaking about it now. What is the last thing you journaled about? So I journaled about a conversation that I will be having this Friday. It's actually a serious conversation that I'm having with someone. So I journaled a little bit about that and like just how I feel about it, and maybe some like talking points that I would like to bring up. Will you show your partner in videos in the future? So this goes for anyone, whether it's a family member, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend. I will
Welcome to the stream, Justine.
I'll show you. You can be in my videos. You can be in all my videos. You can do whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want, but you guys know what I mean. Be all up in my videos. Like, I don't care, but it's only if you want to. I will never ever put someone in my videos that does not want to be in my video.
Again? The qualifier being again?
I would love it. Would love it if my partner wanted to be part of my YouTube channel. But I understand if they wouldn't. People are brutal. And there's a difference between, oh, I'm going to make fun of this. I might make fun of your hair. Versus like, hey, Amberlynn, what really happened during the weight loss surgery era?
Thank fucking God. This is really all I wanted.
Okay. I specifically said repeatedly during that whole era, I will explain later. You guys will see why I'm upset later. I can't tell you now, but I'll tell you.
All right, place your bets now. Place your bets now. It's either going to be Feline's fault somehow, or considering she just segued out of a doxing comment, so it's either Feline's fault or something the doctor got doxed and no longer wanted to work with her. Place your bets now. I will give you to the count of 5. 1.
Back then, I was very upset. So let's get into it. So if you guys remember, I came on my YouTube and I said, oh, I can't get weight loss surgery until I don't binge for a whole year. It came out of nowhere. It was confusing. It was weird. It made no sense. But I held on to that and I said, okay, let's do it. Then I had an appointment with my dietitian. And
she's had drama with every doctor she's ever gone to, Bathtub Mary.
She said, you're going to come meet the surgeon because we need to talk to you about something. And this was before I was even supposed to meet the surgeon. Sorry, I itched right here, so that's why I'm super red and I just now noticed.
Now I know she's making shit up.
My skin be sensitive. So anyways, I was gonna meet the surgeon even before I was supposed to. So long story short, hundreds and hundreds of people were emailing my surgeon, finding his Instagram and messaging him. They were contacting my surgeon's office through the phone, through messages, any way that people could contact my surgeon. They were finding it and they were doing it. So
I don't see how that would affect a doctor, though. They have lawyers, so also they're usually attached to some kind of like university or hospital, because I think sometimes they have to be. Anyway, I don't see why this would impact the doctor's decision to work with Amber, and B, if they're truly a doctor, why it would alter their decision to help a patient in need. You get what I'm saying?
how did people find out who my surgeon was?
Because you showed us papers.
A reaction channel. How did that reaction channel find out who my surgeon was? Because I read maybe 2 sentences of an email that was sent to me by my surgeon's office.
Okay, this explains the comment that was in the chat earlier. I don't know if y'all caught it because the chat's way ahead of us. She's accusing Narc of doing this. She's accusing Narc of this. She's got it in for Narc.
This reactor
and Katrina Kaboom
wanted to know so badly who my surgeon was that they faked wanting to get weight loss surgery just so they could get that email back to them to confirm who my weight loss surgeon was. And once they confirmed...
Okay, to be fair, I was around for this and this did actually happen.
Who my weight loss surgeon was, what did they do? They doxed him.
I don't know about the doxing part, but the pretending to get weight loss surgery so that they could get access to the video seminar, I think it was, that Amber supposedly went to, that did actually happen.
They said, this is Amberlynn's surgeon. This is who he is. Blah, 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 blah. Well, my surgeon was Dr. Smith, the same surgeon who did...
That's the most generic name on the planet. Was it Bob? No offense to Bob Smith, who does jump in here occasionally, but like...
Tammy Slayton surgery. I have met him. He is wonderful. He was understanding. So when I met him and we had that...
Did she just say that she was talking to the same surgeon that did Tammy Slayton's surgery?
Meeting, I explained to him everything. He explained to me the type of messages and things that he was receiving. It was people saying how I binged and I lie. So not only was I fighting for myself to get weight loss surgery, but I was fighting against hundreds of people because of a careless reaction channel.
I, again, don't see why a doctor, especially if it's Tammy Slayton's doctor who is working with 1,000-pound sisters, you're going to tell me he didn't get any emails dealing with the Slayton sisters? No, I'm not going to believe that. Also, I still don't see how getting rando emails from internet randos would change the mind of a doctor, a medical doctor, and the care that he will give his patient. Like, this doesn't make sense. So, yeah, I wasn't on board for the whole thing that Narc did. And I think, yeah, Kicking Geese streamed the video. Yeah, Kicking Geese did stream the video. That was around the time that Kicking Geese and Narc had that Discord together. And I feel like it was on the Discord. I didn't watch it because I wasn't on board for it. I didn't think they should have done it at all. But I'm not here for doxing in any way, shape, or form either. I think some of the stuff that Amber has to go through with like people finding her apartment and that kind of shit, I think that's crappy. And it's weird. But it happens. I still don't see why that would affect the doctor though.
I was pissed. I was hurt because it's like, react to me all day. Go for it. I really don't care at this point, but stop getting in the fucking way of my life. Like, you got in the way of my life. So once the surgeon heard about all this and heard my side of the story, that is when things were changed. And he was like, you know what? A year is way too long. He explained to me that they've never been in this type of situation where like someone who was well known gets doxxed and now he's receiving all of these messages. And
you just said it was Tammy Slayton's doctor. You're going to tell me that they weren't well known?
Calls and stuff. Like, not only like was that not fair to me, but it wasn't fair to them as professionals. Like, they had to deal with all of these messages. That's not fair to them. As I speak on this, I also want to thank Zachary Michael because he knew about all of this. I actually told him in private. I didn't give him like the rundown. I didn't give him
She's not lying.
Every tiny detail, but he knew who my surgeon was. I went back to try to find the DMs, but I don't know, a lot of DMs were deleted. I don't know if it was because of him or because I had him blocked at one point. It's a mess. I do be blocking, I'm not gonna lie. But just out of respect, I'm not gonna share our DMs because I feel like that's low.
She's not lying.
Life. I know reaction channels love to share DMs. It's like their go-to. It's like, oh,
she's mad. she is mad.
Amberlynn messaged me, let me show you. It's like, for real now, come on. But yeah, Zachary Michael knew and he didn't say a word. And in his reactions, he acted like he had no idea. And I feel like a lot of people.
What do you want him to do? Zachary's one of the few people that takes your side on shit. Like, Zachary and I have the same opinion on a lot of stuff. And like, what do you want him to do?
People might ask this. No, that's not the reason why I didn't end up getting weight loss surgery, because I was still going through with it. Like, Dr. Smith is so freaking amazing. Like, he was so sweet, such a gentleman. He was rooting for me through and through. Like, I wish more than anything, if I ever want weight loss surgery again, that he will be the surgeon, because it's just like, he is incredible. I ultimately did not get weight loss surgery because I didn't feel ready. I didn't. I genuinely didn't. I didn't feel like I had the support that I needed because me and my ex, my now ex, we were just going through a lot at the time, and it was super expensive, like $35,000.
Okay, so those of you playing the home game, we just got lectured about some weird thing going on about her doctor getting doxxed and all of that. However, that isn't the reason she didn't get the weight loss surgery. The reason she didn't get the weight loss surgery was because she didn't feel ready, and also she was having relationship problems with Feline. So those of you who chose it was Feline's fault, you win.
Like, it was just like a lot of different things that were causing me to be like, this is not the right choice right now. So the next question kind of goes into what we were just talking about. Is weight loss surgery something you will try again? So right now the answer is no, but will it always be no? I really don't know, but right now that's not like in the cards for me, honestly. So the last question is, what's your ideal sexual fantasy?
Why would you even answer that? Why would you even pick that as a question to be answered? I'm going to read the chat. Don't blame Zachary. I'm not blaming Zachary. No, I stand up for Zachary. You know what? It's the last question. We're just gonna go back. What time is it? we're not doing this one. I have limits. It's only 9:47. Let's go back to Mr. Snowflake. Let's scrub our brains for a minute. I realize it's still Amber, but I'm sorry. I changed the channel. All I wanted was the weight loss surgery question, which she knows that's all I wanted. So that's why she waited until the end. And catch up with the chat real fast. Yeah, most reaction channels were rooting for the weight loss. Even I didn't watch Narc at the time. I used to watch Narc. I don't watch Narc anymore. But I'm almost positive Narc Alert was also rooting for the weight loss surgery, because I damn near every channel that I even tangentially was aware of was rooting for the weight loss surgery. So even, yeah, you could I would believe that randos might have been emailing the doctor. Because people do that. But I don't believe that that would have affected the doctor's decisions. And if he's actually Timmy Slayton's doctor, which I'm pretty sure I heard her say that, he would be used to this level of fame. Tammy and Amy came off of the YouTube. I'm old. Anyway, they got the same start that Amber got. They just happened to actually accept to go on to the damn television show. So there's that. I don't believe anything I believe that maybe the doctor was getting emails, but I don't for a minute believe he would even tell her about it. Like, why would you even bring that up with your patient? Like, that's not your job as a doctor. And B, these things go through filters. It's not like the doctor answers the emails. He probably has a secretary or an assistant who checks those things for him and then forwards things on if it's important and it needs his whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. The last question got me. All right, anyway. Elsie? I think I'm saying that right. Elsie points out HIPAA. I just, Justine, are you saying Zachary Michael said she was trying to control the narrative? Okay, I think we've recovered. Taking Geese, for some strange reason, actually believed that the weight loss surgery was going to happen. I don't know how much of that I believe is real. I honestly am kind of like been sitting on I think it was real at one point, and then I think she just had to make the rest of it up because she set that storyline up and she had to write it out. Okay, Dr. Smith is Tammy's doctor. Okay. Well, then, that dude's probably okay with it. Like, you cannot tell me that he wasn't getting emails and shit about the Slayton sisters. I don't know why I want to say Slayton. I do. So, Shelly, about the blackout thing, wasn't that like a problem with, Tammy, I believe? Tammy was still doing social media crap while they were filming the show. I don't remember because I didn't watch it either. Yeah, but there was a time where people really hated the Slayton sisters. I remember when I was still watching Zach. I remember Zach covering the whole like funeral debacle. Anyway. All right, let's Sorry. Where are my glasses? All right, sorry, the lights are getting to me. All right, onward.
Free Becky, #free Becky thing is so crazy because it's like, Becky's that type of person, if she does not want to be with you, she ain't gonna be with you. Becky is capable.
That's why she left your ass.
Of living on her own and creating a life for herself, and she has a huge family. Like,
I have cat hair, sorry. I really feel bad for Beck because hearing Amber say that, because when Beck did leave, a lot of things fell apart for Beck because the safety bubble that Amber did provide was no longer there, and Amber sure as hell wasn't going to continue to support Beck after that. And I mean, just from Beck's own words, life's been very difficult for them going forward. I do, as much as these videos don't do Beck much justice, I do hope that they get shit settled because I understand how aggravating all of that can be. So they have my sympathy.
Trust me, if she did not want to be with Amberlynn Reed, she would not be with Amberlynn Reed. Like, there is nothing that I give her besides my love that she wants. People don't want to believe that Becky loves me, and people also don't want to believe that I love Becky. It's all such a weird thing.
I don't believe the shit for loved Becky. What is it? No one falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs a home.
I don't know. Like, Becky and I are in a happy relationship. Yes, every relationship has, you know, you might have your little annoyances here and there, but y'all, we good. And I don't know. It's very much all coincidence, and I just figured.
We'll move on from Amber's fantasies to Amber just shoveling food into her face. Sorry, I didn't realize that was coming. There we are then.
Amber's channel was in a terrible state. Lazy, uninteresting content was coming thick and fast. There was no sign of Becky, even though she had quit her job to do YouTube, and anytime Amber started a new journey, we already knew the outcome. Amber was stuck in an endless loop of mediocrity. The channel needed something new.
Becky, you want to say hi?
Hi.
You're like way over there.
Oh, do you need me to come closer?
If you want.
Amber would enter what would become known as her livestream era. Fans who had been wondering where Becky had gone were now getting just as much Becky as they were Amber. And even though she was liked by the majority, Becky still had to deal with the negativity, just like Amber.
You act like a 15-year-old boy, and that's okay, Lily Quinlan. You can act however you want to be. This is America.
This is why I liked Becky. She's just like, I don't give a shit. Because you can tell Becky's one of those people that has always kind of marched to her own drum, and she's just kind of over it. You know? You can call Becky weird, and she's just like, what do you want? So, and yes, Justine, if your deepest fantasy is something you can put on YouTube, then you need to do better.
Becky is a racist. No, I'm not, but okay. No neck, yeah, I literally just said I don't have a neck, bro.
If you didn't have a neck, your head would be standing.
Look, oh my.
And then Amber tries to help.
My God, neck reveal. Woo,
Is this
neck
a real
reveal.
life?
Becky got plenty of negative comments, but she didn't take them seriously, or as seriously as Amber would take them.
Amberlynn said that emotional cheating is cheating, but then she did exactly that.
It wasn't emotional cheating. I think people are so confused with life.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
What do you mean?
What
Yeah,
do you mean?
Maynard, James Keenan.
Loving someone isn't emotional. I don't know how to explain it. Like, okay, my mom, for example, she still loves my dad.
Okay, yeah,
and
okay.
she's
No,
never-
you're right.
Like, I don't know.
Read my super chat about
Becky
being
still
switches.
loves people.
I don't. There's not a super chat up here,
It's not,
dear.
okay, I emotionally cheated on Becky. Like, what more? I know I didn't, but what do I say about it?
Who did she emotionally cheat on Becky with? I don't remember that. Oh no, I don't remember that part.
Let it go.
Talk about the time. Oh my God, you're such a stupid bitch. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I'm blocking this person, actually. Bye, bitch.
Who is it?
Just a fake bitch. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna be honest. I constantly feel like I have to defend myself, my super chats.
Oh, we're talking about Destiny. Okay, never mind then.
My chats, my live streams are never fun, ever. I am not an animal abuser. I'm not even getting into that. So gross. I'm blocking you. Like, literally. Goodbye.
Block,
Can't
block,
anymore.
block,
Just
block,
can't.
block, block,
I don't know.
block.
I'm tired of, like, being talked down to. Like, being called lazy. And
You're tired of people saying that because you know it's true and it bugs you that people are pointing it out. I mean, I hate when people point out my flaws too because I know they're my flaws and it annoys the shit out of me.
a failure and how I don't stick to anything. Like, oh, thank you, Ty. Welcome to Stream Queens. You're the one complaining all the time about your weight. I figured maybe you would actually do something about it.
Her hair looks so much better here. She had the surgery. This is 2021. Oh well, I guess we'll find out.
Guess not. Okay, I can complain about it all I want, but
Old
I mean,
Spice Lynn.
everything that people tell me, I already know. So it's like, don't waste your time.
It was very, very interesting watching how Amber treated Becky without any edits.
Watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this.
Make sure you're not ignoring your jets.
I'm not. I just wanted to show you something,
Alright,
babe.
baby. I know.
Wait, hold on. Where is it even at now? Now you got me all flustered because you made me feel. What did you do during the most recent time you behaved like a mean girl? Probably earlier. I haven't slept, okay? So I have a little attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Becky. Yeah.
Wait, is this not it?
No, they said at work
or something.
That's at home. In Monticello.
It was about 10 minutes ago. You don't know what you're talking about. I FaceTime.
The sad part about this is that Becky just took it. Like, she doesn't even, it doesn't even register. Like, Amber being nasty like that. Like, Becky doesn't even blink. She just rolls with it. And that's kind of, I think the sadder part about this is that, like, Becky just, it didn't hit Becky as wrong, I guess. I don't know. If somebody talked to me the way Amber talks to Becky, I would get physically violent, probably. I don't know. I wouldn't stay in the room with them, and I sure as hell wouldn't stay in a relationship with them. That doesn't make me a better person than Becky. It's just the fact that it doesn't even register on Becky's face that Amber has said something so awful to her. It gets me. It gets me right here. It also says a lot about, you know, Beck did come out about, you know, their own opinion of themselves, and it does kind of reinforce that, which is sad. Again, I do wish them the best. I said Beck. Did I say Becky once? I'm sorry. I'm trying to say Beck.
Becky.
She's doing really good, and she like posts like stuff she eats and stuff, and it looks good.
Oh sure.
She had like watermelon and rice cakes for a breakfast one time. And
No.
I'm like, I could do that.
Let's hope.
I'm
always telling you, let's lose weight together.
I know, but it's just I'm so picky about food. Every time I think about weight loss, I think of salad and I think of tuna, and I hate tuna.
It was awkward
I love a good tuna salad.
because like Becky had to help me shower, but I was too scared to shower.
Yeah, Marie.
It was a mess.
We're all not real.
What's your answer, babe?
The only one I can.
Hi, Ashley. I love you.
No matter how Amber had treated Becky in the past, and she had treated her terribly in the past, Becky would always back Amber up.
You have an absolutely awful and nasty personality.
Do you know her though?
Who?
Becky always. That's. Sorry, I caught myself doing it that time. You're right. I'm sorry. Beck has a loyalty streak that just comes out. You know, you just see that right there. Like, Amber does have a terrible personality, and Beck's like, you what did she say? You don't even know her. And it's like, yeah, but she does have a shitty personality. Like, Beck, it's true, we can see it. But Beck's gonna defend her until the end because that's Beck's girlfriend, and that's what you do in a relationship. And I mean, I can see where Beck's coming from in that, because like that's kind of how I view things too. But you know, my partner doesn't treat me like this.
Like, do they know you?
Oh, if I knew that person.
That person keeps saying your head's bigger than a basketball. You have no idea how big her head really is in real life.
No, but I know how big a basketball is.
Binge monster. Y'all, I have my own issue with food too, so don't put it all on Amberlynn.
When people call me a bitch, I'm like, okay, yeah. Becky over there, she's like, I would never.
I'm not really fazed by you calling one person in here who's being really rude the B word.
Oh shit, what did I just do? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Because these people call you worse things. These people have made you to where you can't even get out of bed sometimes. And you can't even trust to have new friends.
Just the sincerity of this moment is just an Amber sitting there right next to her, not even listening to a damn word Beck is saying, even though Beck is coming to her defense in this very passionate way that Amber just doesn't deserve.
You're constantly worried about things. I mean, these people have made your life a living hell, and then they get all upset because you called one person a bitch. Like, literally, get over it.
Y'all, reaction channels are frauds. 100%.
Literally, get over it.
Talk about stealing people's content.
It was a nice change of pace having Amber doing the live stream.
Wait, he switched up the dolls. There's a reference going on here and I'm not getting it. I hate when I miss references.
Having the pair of them speak to the audience, it was something different. When Amber wasn't doing the lives and went back to her regular vlogs, it was more of the same repetitive stuff we'd seen many times before.
Hey guys, so welcome to a new video, which is weigh-in number 1. I really want to transform my channel a bit here. I'm truly gonna be focusing starting today. This will be day 1. How many day 1s have I had? You know?
Somebody has definitely counted that, right? Somewhere there's an answer to that question. I kind of want to know.
I'm truly going to be focusing on no ordering takeout. So I actually ordered some food. First we have some chocolate cake. Got a
That's the first thing.
calzone, which looks like this. Marsala, bread with feta cheese, pasta.
Did she order like a week's worth of meals? When Amber says she's addicted to takeout or to this, I don't think she's addicted to takeout. I think she's addicted to being too lazy to cook. And I don't think she likes her own cooking. Like I don't think she likes to cook. I don't think she likes what she cooks because she's not a great cook. I will give people that. She's not a great cook. So I don't honestly think she's addicted to takeout as much as she's addicted to not cooking and the convenience of ordering food. And since she has the money, she doesn't feel the pinch of ordering the food anymore. It's the same reason why her and Destiny ate out so much. It's not because she was addicted to orange chicken, which, you know, she probably was, but she was addicted to not cooking, and Destiny was equally so. But, you know, the one defense I will give Destiny is that she did work all damn day, and then the idea of working all damn day and then coming home and cooking a meal for herself and her girlfriend probably just wasn't, like, her top priority. So anytime Amber was like, let's go out and eat, she was probably like, oh yes, thank God, yes. No, Kay's cooking is scary. Kay's cooking is frightening.
Huge salad, and then it all comes with some breadsticks. So we're gonna do a taste test because I've never had any of this before.
Was this all the same order? Jesus.
My content is less than mediocre, and we're just gonna have to accept that for now. But my life is boring. I have nothing to show. In the last few videos,
Yeah, see, this is something that she has cooked, and it's broccoli, that chicken sausage, which is good. And are there tomatoes in there? Is that what I'm looking at? But this is her cooking, and you know she's doused it in onion powder and garlic powder and Mrs. Dash. So that's all she knows how to do. She's a very uninspired cook. Like there's no sauce, there's no the presentation. You know, there's no what else could you do to make this not so sad? I mean, it's a sad meal. It's a healthy meal, I guess. It's healthier than most of the crap she eats, but it's just a sad meal, you know? She does like the thrill of opening stuff too. Yeah, that probably does contribute. Shelly. Rocky's Wookie. I've seen that one, and the fact that the guy continued to eat it and was like, the rice is a little crunchy. That's love. That's love right there.
I have said day 1 in my last video and in the video before that.
Day 1.
And guess what I'm about to say right now? I'm about to say day 1 yet again. I signed up for Weight Watchers again.
I hope she has stock in Weight Watchers.
I love Weight Watchers. I'm
That was
truly trying
unnecessary.
this time, and I feel like I'm being successful, and it feels pretty great. Right now, I'm actually having some KFC individual mac and cheese and a famous bowl.
Don't get me wrong, I love all of that. But the last time I ate any of it was probably, I can't remember the last time I had a Famous Bowl, and their macaroni and cheese. I don't think I had that since the last time I had the flu and I was finally able to eat food. I was just like, this is the only thing that sounds good. And God bless my partner. He went out specifically and got me that just so I could eat it. Also, that is love.
I feel like some of you expect me to give up, which is not happening. I'm not giving up. I'm not. Are you on WW still? No, not currently.
There's not enough Twinkie in this.
We were learning that Amber, unedited, was even more off-putting than the version she portrayed in her regular videos. We also learned that those who speculated there was a problem in her and Becky's relationship were right.
Amber, that makes it sound like you wanted to break up with her for being sick. No, she wanted to break up with me.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to stand by your side.
Yeah, it was me. I tried to end it.
Because her brain was not working. And I said, nope, I'm not having it.
Becky had already tried to break up with Amber, but ended up backing down. Months of people speculating they had broken up, and Amber smugly letting them know they couldn't have been more wrong. Turned out Amber had no reason to be as smug as she was, because Becky was clearly unhappy, which had been obvious for a long time, at least to the audience. Amber needed Becky, she needed her to look after her, to drive her places, and she even needed her for their lives.
But yeah, hello.
I like this format that he's doing where he's sitting on the couch and he's like leading into the next clip by hitting play on his computer. Even though you can't see the computer, he may not even be watching the video. I don't know. But just the transition between the sound of it coming out of the laptop and then coming up on the full screen. I just, as film, I really like that effect. And I like the whole like Mr. Rogers kind of feel about this whole setup. I do wish I understood the dolls.
Becky's not going to be in this one today. So it's just going to be me, and it's just going to be short and sweet and to the point. And
there's a point.
Yeah, this is a snooze fest without entertainment. You're cool. Bye. Okay, so I feel like I'm talking about a million different things at once. So I got an ice machine. I was trying to say that. I love ice.
After just a couple of streams,
I like toast.
It became very clear that Amber did not enjoy doing the lives. But the donations, as well as having to not edit her videos, was far too appealing to Amber to stop doing them anytime soon. But it was starting to become painful to watch. All she did was complain. She could have ignored the negative.
I only make that face when I'm annoyed at something, just, you know. So I'm just comparing, like, the frequency with which she makes that face when Becky's talking.
Negativity and focus on the kind comments, but Amber craved attention, good or bad.
You know, I ignore it a lot. I do. Like, I'm pretty freaking strong. I don't know how, but I am.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes I break, and you're right. Like, it's just every day, all day, every second, I am abused and harassed on here, and not a lot of people see it that way, but a lot of people do see it that way.
This makeup phase that she was going through, I know what she was trying to do because I was seeing it a lot, but it wasn't flattering on her. And that red lipstick is not for everybody. Like, that is red lipstick. I'm not talking like in the reds. I mean red. It's not for everybody.
It feels like I'm in an abusive relationship that I can't get out of.
I do wonder if Beck got so used to not showing emotion. It's called disassociation. I wonder if Beck was just in a constant state of disassociation, which would explain why there's no reaction to things, like no visible reaction to things.
A lot of creators have learned to ignore because everyone gets hate. It's what you do with it that matters. Yes, everyone does get hate, but the ratio of hate that I get is unmatched. No matter which way you guys slice or dice it, I am mentally and emotionally, verbally abused every single day I'm on YouTube, and you cannot sit there and say that I chose that.
That's what I'm talking about. I just needed like the violent strings behind it.
Because I did not choose that. I chose, wow, YouTube looks like so much fun. I know I'm gonna, get hate and all that, but I know the love will be overpowering, and it's okay because everyone else deals with it. I didn't expect this.
Girl, I just got done watching the first 5 episodes of your YouTube career, and no, I don't believe that's the mentality you went into this at all.
You have to ignore the negativity. Trust me, I try.
Of course, Amber was unhappy her popularity was at rock bottom, but she was the one who had filmed herself over the years lying, being rude, mocking her audience for ever being invested in her weight loss journeys when they failed, and she was the one who filmed herself treat Becky the way she treated Becky.
You actually think that was serious, babe? Oh, I know they're not serious. Did you take your medicine today? No, I didn't. Okay, go take that.
After
That whole scene just irritated the crap.
a while, even the live streams started to lose their appeal because it was the same thing over and over. Amber believing she was treated unfairly and constantly arguing with the audience about how she wasn't the person they believed her to be.
I think that was what people liked the most about the live streams, was that they could goad her in real time, and she took the bait every damn time. Like, she was not made for lives. She doesn't have the ability to shut herself down fast enough to not have one of her over-the-top reactions to something, or to ignore the things that she clearly needed to ignore.
But again, just when her channel felt like it needed something big to happen, it got it.
Do you want to tell him?
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. We had broke up. It happened Sunday. And it was initiated by me. But the fact of the matter is I've had
I'm surprised he doesn't have like an American flag flying in the background there.
a lot of time to think and reflect, and we just want different things in life. You know, Amberlynn wants to leave Kentucky one day, and
These clips are killing me.
family, and she wants to move to another state, and it's like, this is my home, and this is where my family is, and I don't want to leave. But I love her. I love her. I love her.
These clips.
I don't care what anybody else thinks of her. I know who she is.
The clips made that whole thing. I don't think Beck knew what they were in for when that happened. I can't say I know what was going through Beck's head other than like, please God, get me out of here. But like, I feel like the treatment got like magnified worse. But we are going into the wifey era, so deep breaths, everyone. Deep breaths. Yes, free Beck. Beck freed themselves.
Finally, Amber had allowed Becky to break up with her, and Amber was now no longer interested in relationships.
And yeah, Becky and I do not want to be in a relationship with anyone.
No.
We've both decided that
I love that the dog growls at that moment.
that's just not
Right. Yeah, no.
I mean, I'll just speak for myself. We've talked about it, but I don't want to be in a relationship. I know I have a bad record of always finding someone like a month after a breakup, but I cannot see myself ever remotely looking at someone like I looked at you. I'm not even close, so.
Until someone else comes along.
And then in the future, whenever you're like, yeah, Becky, I want you to meet my new girlfriend, and she's like, oh my God. And you're like, see?
I'm not having another girlfriend, ever.
I don't want one either.
I mean that.
Same.
It seemed like Amber and Becky were happy to be just friends, that there was no...
And now it's that's Peppa the pig, yeah, Peppa and Goofy. What is going through your head, Mr. Snowflake? Reveal your references to me. This is probably Jimmy. He hasn't made a Jimmy joke.
animosity between the two. That's what it seemed like at first.
Have you never heard somebody just say, like, I just want to dig a hole somewhere and stay there for a little while and then come back out?
Right.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, she's great with her decision. She's just thriving.
I'm not, Amberlynn. This is hard on me, too. I'm just trying to...
Friends forever. Right.
Yeah. Because I don't think you're ready for another relationship.
Oh, Becky said that if I got with someone, she'd be jealous.
Yeah, because I'm not breaking up with you because I don't love you.
Oh, what a sweet little rude bee. Oh.
Bee.
Oh, I can call you.
Bitch.
I can call you names that I call my friends now.
Yep, because I know I call my friends this.
Like what?
What's up, bitch whore?
But you're getting
Someone.
the good bed, so.
Well, yeah, cause. And who paid for the small bed?
Who picked it up?
Who paid for the small bed?
I did.
And who paid for the bed? The subtle shade between you two is so uncomfortable.
It's not subtle. I don't know who picked who. I don't know who thought that. Yeah, that's my face right there. It's not subtle.
There's no shade. Me and Amberlynn poke at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you throwing shade? Are you throwing shade at me?
No.
No.
Elle, let's not act as if you haven't mistreated Becky. We've both mistreated each other. I've never
Yes.
denied, but there's never been like abuse or anything like that. So I don't want people to think some scandals over here, because there's not.
We just have issues with compromising and
A lot.
decision making.
And Becky, never mind.
You know all the important things you have to do in a relationship.
I am not good
I
at
almost
compromising.
just said.
I'm not good at compromising.
She's a good.
If you're gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. Her too.
She's good at
Her too.
She's like a 5-year-old.
No, okay. She proposed to me. This is all stuff we've talked about, so I'm not throwing shade, okay? She proposed to me, and we were in love, and we had some of our future planned. So yeah, she should feel like fucking utter shit for breaking my heart.
Amber is unfazed. This is Amber's attempt to kind of like shame Becky back into having a relationship with her. That's what's going on here. I mean, stepping back from the emotional reaction I'm having to this. This is what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about Amber being like a master manipulator. We're just seeing the live stream. This is what Becky was dealing with. Sorry, this is what Beck was dealing with the entire day, because Beck was trapped with Amber all day, every day of the week, you know? So just imagine this level of aggressive shaming constantly or pretty much 24/7. That's what I'm talking about. I'm actually very impressed that Beck didn't go back to Amber, and I as much as I still am suspicious of Wifey, if Feline hadn't come along, I worry that Beck would have caved and gotten back with Amber. So she's not well, though. She hasn't been well for a while. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, being manipulative doesn't mean that you're being nice and love bombing someone all the time, or saying just the right positive thing at just the right time. This is also manipulation. This is like a hard sell version of it, but this is also manipulation. Yeah. And again, we're just watching a couple hours of it every so often when Amber decided to go live. This was Beck's existence until they got out of this apartment. So, and apparently it's stuck, which is unfortunate. Like I said, I do wish them the best.
Who's to say I don't?
It is what it is. Can only imagine how abusive Amber is to Becky off camera, judging by how rude and toxic she is being now. Do what you need to, Becky. Wishing you happiness.
You guys, you got it all wrong. I'm just telling you. I don't understand what you mean, abuse.
I don't think she did. I don't think Beck did at the time. That's the other end of this. Like, when you are what I don't remember what the saying is, but basically when you're the one in the situation, it's really hard to see what's happening clearly because you're here, you know? You can't see clearly. Whereas the rest of us who are out here and we can see the whole picture, you know, it's easy for us to say, hey, this is what's going on, yada, yada, yada. But remember, Beck also has that loyal streak, and that's the other end of this. Yeah, Beck ended it, but there's still that loyalty streak there because Beck's still trying to maintain friendship with Amber, and Beck probably still thinks that they're in love with Amber. The forest for the trees. Sorry, my lips are getting dry. Mom. Next.
I'm gonna. If I felt abused right now, I would literally get in my car and just go back where I just come from. So,
not only that, but it's like.
Did you see her eye right there though? Get back. Give me a second. This is the look right after Beck says, I would just get in my car and go back to where I came from. This is Amber. This is scheming right here. What Amber is thinking about what she can say next to counter that idea. She doesn't like that Beck is having that idea. Like, Beck's not saying they're gonna act on it. Beck is just saying, if I felt like I was being abused, I would get in the car and leave. Amber is not liking that thought is even in Beck's head. So whatever comes out of this, whatever comes next is a counter to this, so that Amber's going to try to get control of the situation again and snatch that thought away so that Beck won't continue to ruminate on the idea of leaving.
Only that, but it's like, why would she want to stay my friend? Why would her family want me to stay a part of their family if I abuse Becky? Because Becky's mouth, now that we're friends, we can throw shade in certain ways. She has a big mouth. I told Becky she has to pay half the bills. And that's that. That's on that. Because we're not together anymore. So I chose to make her.
And you notice that Amber's all nice and polished up now. This is around the time everybody was starting to suspect that someone was in her DMs. For good reason.
I chose to make myself a boss. I'm joking.
Look how uncomfortable Beck looks there. Like, I think this is the moment, or around the moments, where Beck starts to understand what they've been going through. Like, the reality has been shattered, or the fantasy has been shattered, and reality is starting to sink in. And you notice that Beck's getting a lot more expressive right now. So, but there's also that, like, they're still trying to maintain that non-confrontational facade, because at this point, I think Beck understood, maybe not fully, but some part of Beck was starting to pick up on, this is a dangerous situation that I'm in, and I need to be careful what I do and say in order to basically survive this. I'm not saying Amber was like, maybe they were, I don't know. But I'm not saying that there was an actual life or death situation going on, but your anxiety and your emotions and your brain, it doesn't always know the difference, you know? And so it's going to react to certain situations. It's what fight, flight, or freeze. And this is what freeze looks like. I think someone added in compromise. Like, there's another one. Someone added a fourth one in there, was just effectively compromise. But I don't remember the name for that one. Beck probably is really sad, because Beck is having a realization that this is the person that they just spent, what, somewhere between 4 and 6 years of their life with.
The only thing she does.
That's the new one. That's the new one. Okay.
The only thing she does is live stream. Like, she doesn't do anything else. She just sits on these live streams with me because it helps. I know you guys love her and the vibe and the whatever.
Because you're up working a job 9 to 5. What do you think you're doing?
And it helps me. Maybe I'm being selfish. I really don't care.
Will Becky still do the lives when she moves out? No.
Well.
Nope. I think that was pretty definitive. See, again, can you see where her face changes? Sorry, I gotta back it up a little at a time. So here's back. No. Where does it hit her? Right here. Remember how we were talking about the face earlier? This is, again, This is a neutral face for her. And then we come here. Now we have to get control of the situation again. Beck has said something that doesn't fit with the plan as Amber sees it. And so now Amber is trying to get control of it again. And yeah, see this face? But we're also performing for the camera and for whoever it is we're chit-chatting with. So there. That's the face of plotting. But anyway.
Can we talk about that off camera? Because I'll still pay you. Don't you want extra?
I can't believe you're not going to cave for money. But it's money. But if you eat them faster, you get more. Look at this face. This was an unacceptable answer. And now we're going to do everything we can to grab control of the situation again. This has to be one of the most soul-crushing situations to be in constantly. Constantly. Night, Rocky's Wooby.
I don't know, man.
We need to sign a contract.
See what
Can
I'm
we get
up
like
to.
real professional with this?
We'll see what I'm up to. Because I know how you'll get too. You'll be like, I don't have items and I need you to go to the store to get them. Amberlynn, it's like 11 o'clock at night and I'm tired. But I'm your boss.
That's a fucking lie. She just lied.
I'm just saying. I don't
just
want
lied.
it to be like that.
She just lied.
Oh my.
She can't maintain. Becky wasn't lying. Amber knows it. And now it's out there. And Amber's trying to like gain control of this again. And it's not, she can't move fast enough to get control of it.
Goodness, it's my big tater.
She's just lying all through this live stream. Like,
lying. No. Okay.
Okay, ready?
More likely to name their car.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
I've named every car I have.
And Amber's just mad in that situation because Beck didn't pick her. Therefore, Amber doesn't win that round. It wasn't really that Amber was mad that Beck wanted to name the car. Amber's mad because she didn't win. That's all that was.
Mm-hmm.
I've had.
Yeah, that car out there is mine. I didn't get to name it.
No, that car out there is mine. Who's the one that takes it to get all the oil changes? Keeps
Becky.
up with it? Who's the one that drives it? Come here. Come here.
The infamous whisper heard around the world.
Yeah.
Such a f***ing lie. Oh my god.
That
I
is
agree or
not.
disagree that Becky was an enabler. Okay, so this is the situation. When I say that she wasn't an enabler, people are like, she was. Oh my god, you can't even be honest. But then when I say that she was an enabler, people are like, oh my god, you're so abusive and you're so rude. So I'm just gonna say how I feel, and I'm gonna say yes, she was. 100%.
Yes, but because it was a survival mechanism. So, I mean, it's not like Beck went into the situation thinking, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to do nothing but take care of this person's every whim, and I want to keep feeding them and contributing to their bad habits. That's not how this went down. That just happened to end up being the survival mechanism that allowed Beck to get through the day-to-day without Amber going to pieces on them. I mean, harken this back to Casey, the Casey interview. And Casey was talking about this list that he had of things that he wasn't allowed to do, and I don't remember if he said that he had made that list like to remind himself, or if Amber had made the list for him. So, but either way, the list existed. And this whole Becky's an enabler thing really just goes back to Casey's list. It's the same thing.
Viewers were happy Becky had finally ended it. It had not been a pleasant experience to see the life slowly drained out of someone who at first had seemed so full of life.
I have a lot to learn about myself and to grow and to find peace and just be better.
I know.
I want to take care of my health. I want to grieve my mother properly. I can't be taking care of this and that and the other whenever I'm over here barely able to take care of myself. You know?
Yeah.
Because I do have my days where I'm just like,
She does. She would not care less. The words coming out of her mouth. Amber could care less. Anyway, what time are we at? 10:30? All right. All the nose scratchings. Those are what gets edited out. All right, let's give this another 20 minutes. I think this will wrap up in that amount of time. And then I think I'm going to call this at 11 whether we're done or not, so. Yeah, it's only about Amber's needs. She's not even moved about Becky about Beck being unable to mourn their mother's death. Like, doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. It, like, most people I know, if you were to go up to them and be like, yeah, I was just never able to mourn the loss of my parent, I think most people would be like, man, that sucks. You know, that you should be allowed to mourn, you know, something supportive. No. Can't even manage that.
I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to answer my sister's call. I don't want to have to talk to anybody. I don't want to have to take Twinkie out. I don't want to have to come in here and see you. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to. And it's like, I can't.
Right.
This is a confession of major signs of depression. Like, these are major depressive episode red flags. Nothing. You know, I don't know if this could qualify as a cry for help, but I think maybe it was a little bit. And nada. Just nothing.
I have to constantly be on the go because people depend on me.
Well, you need to have moments where people don't depend on you.
So she's not even listening. She's just repeating the last thing that Beck said.
You're just like, yo, I'm checking out for the day. Or a few days, you know?
Yeah.
Y'all, we're very open, as you can tell. Like, we're just, like, super open.
I just don't feel I'm in the place for a relationship. And that could be years. It could be never. I don't know.
And you've opened my eyes, you know, doing this. I feel the same way. Relationships just clearly aren't for me. Like, it is what it is. Like, they're just not. So.
I just want to be selfish.
You have been.
I'm not saying we know every little thing that happened behind the camera, but when? Like, when?
Talking about, like, I've never been allowed to just think of me.
Yeah, because you've been in a relationship for over 4 years.
With you.
Okay, so it was 4 years. I couldn't ever remember if it was 4 or 6, but it's 4. There we go.
Amber had told us she was done with relationships. She was never going to get another girlfriend ever again.
There's this girl, she's super sweet, she's very flirty, and I don't know how to, like, take, if I'm taking it seriously or if she's, like, trolling, but it doesn't seem like she's trolling anymore. She's just very sweet and flirty. Laying down the tracks for jumping straight into another relationship, absolutely not. No,
Yeah, what Justine said, that's actually pretty important to realize. Like, sometimes you don't even know you're making a cry for help.
I'm not gonna get another girlfriend. No, I'm not wanting to date. I don't trust people. I'm
not wanting to date.
At all, in any sort of way. I just got here. Where's Becky? The title real or just... Okay, so the title says new wifey because it's a joke. Do I have someone currently calling me wifey? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna be honest. But it's not like that, I promise. Like, it's no relationship is happening at all. I can promise you that. Hello.
But we're totally not flirting. Hey, it's the appearance of the, what were we calling it? The outhouse dress. I didn't realize this was a dress. I thought it was a shirt.
I don't... I'm nervous for some reason. Oh my god, I just...
Your girlfriend's on.
Nort again. I'm gonna be looking down to read what you guys are saying. Onto this here phone. So, hello you guys.
The peek of boobs.
So, yeah. Someone's texting me right now, so I'm just gonna be honest. Someone's texting me and they're being, I don't know what they're being, but they're being. And I'm gonna be honest.
Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, my eyes were watering, and they're still watering, but I think I got the worst of it. All right, where are we at? Yeah, I know she wears the dresses like shirts, but I thought this one was legitimately a shirt. I didn't realize it was also one of her dress shirts. Amber's on the prowl. Look out. Look out, ladies. Amber's on the prowl. Arrgh. I'm sorry.
I've never done the whole, like just
Preening endlessly. Who watched this and was like, yeah. Like, this is why I'm like, what is that person up to? What was Wifey up to? This girl. Thank you. You take nothing else away from this live.
flirting with someone and not like trying to be in a relationship. Like I've never done that before, so it's definitely different for me. Spill some tea, it'll be exciting. Do I have tea?
No.
I'm no longer single. Is that tea? I don't know. I'm sure you guys all know because I put Taken. Oh my god. I put Taken on my Instagram. I just heard a gunshot. Did you guys hear that? Love that. Okay. So we're starting off good these 2 weeks.
I don't remember what happened there. I don't really care either. Random gunshots out in the middle of nowhere are a thing, but she's never mentioned it before.
I swear I just heard a gunshot.
The fart.
But yeah.
Was that the actual fart, or did he add that in? Because he does that, and I can't tell sometimes when it's the actual video and when it's him editing.
I am Taken. Yeah, we saw the Insta. I know. She asked me to be her girlfriend. I was not expecting it at all.
Wow.
Obviously I said yes. Let's be real.
That was really obviously a fart, man. Just own it. It's okay. Everybody farts, okay?
Yeah, so that's that. Is Wifey moving in? I don't really know if I have an answer to that. If you
No way. That was the actual fart. Like, no. Oh my goodness. It's bringing tears to my eyes. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Cleo, we did watch it. We watched everything except the final question because I go back. And did not hear gunshots in the years I've lived there. Rewind? Rewind how far back? You want me to rewind back to the fart? The fart. Shelly. That's why I'm crying, actually. Jane, how far did you want me to rewind back? To the part. What's the real? Wait. Am I there?
I said yes. I am Taken. Did you guys hear that? Is that tea? I don't know. I'm sure you guys all know because I put Taken.
No.
Oh my god. I put I'm no longer single. Is that tea? I don't know. I'm sure you guys all know because I put Taken. Oh my god. I put Taken on my Instagram. I just heard a gunshot. Did you guys hear that?
Both of those? Both of those. Oh my god. Anyway, all right, all right, all right. We are all adults here. Or at least we all should be. Oh, sorry. Yeah. My sister, well, both of them, would walk past me every now and then. And of course, you know, we're siblings. They'd walk past me and, of course, fart. And then she would go, barking frogs, while we're inside the house.
Yeah, so that's that. Is Wifey moving in? I don't really know if I have an answer to that. If you... I'm dead. I hear Twinkie. Literally. Where Wifey at? Next to me. No, she literally will not be on here. Oh
Yeah.
no.
That's what I thought it was.
Oh my god. No.
Wait, I want to know.
Oh no, it's not that big of a deal.
I need to know.
No. Okay, I can text
Oh,
you.
you do already. I'm hoping that a lot of things will take off for me, and you know, I'm doing Uber.
No, sis.
Eats.
It's too bad Uber didn't work out for Beck. I mean, it's not a career, but it is a stopgap. It's too bad it didn't work out. So it might be just the area that they lived in, because I'm not entirely sure like how rural the area was that they lived in, but once you get out past the suburbs a little bit, it's not great because of the distances that you need to drive. And I know they didn't have earn by time in that area because I know that didn't even exist yet. So that wouldn't have been an option, which would have meant those orders would have been, it just wouldn't have been worth it, honestly. And Uber, yeah. Anyway, we're not gonna get into it. But yeah, it's too bad that didn't work out. Probably wouldn't have made enough to pay rent anyway, but you know.
Now that Amber had herself a new lady friend, she could spill the tea about her and Becky's relationship guilt-free.
The last time Becky and I do I really want to say this? The last time Becky and I you know, was
Please stop.
February 2018. So take that with what you will. So it's been
With
years
what you will.
that I just literally felt like I wasn't even in a relationship. So now maybe you guys can understand now why I've moved on. Hey, baby girl, Twinkie, how'd she propose? I don't
Deep breaths.
want to share like really how she did it, but it wasn't like anything that I wanted. Twinkie, baby girl, what are you gonna do about it? Honestly.
Gonna kick whoever that is his butt, because I'm a vicious animal. Sorry. I'm talking for Twinkie.
Love that. You weren't in love with her and you said yes. You accept the love that you think that you deserve, and I literally like felt like I was like trapped in a way.
You were trapped? Okay. That goes back to her like, I'm living by myself now and I can do anything I want. No one can tell me no, and I can do the things I've always wanted to do. I'm free. When have you not been able to do that? I mean, you still can't drive, so that hasn't changed. You know, you still don't have that kind of a freedom, but when were you not able to do things? And it's when were you trapped in this relationship? When were you trapped in any of your relationships? Like, none of the relationships that I've seen you be in the whole time you've been on YouTube and hearing Casey's story does not sound like you are the one who is trapped.
Will you say sorry for lying to us for the past 3 years? No, because my sexual life is no one's business. And if
Please keep it that way.
I want to say I'm having sex when I'm not, that's my business. If I want to say I'm not having sex when I am, like, it is what it is. Next question is, do you have a sex life with Becky? Obviously, I'm actually a very horny person.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
You can ask my friends. I am an open book. I talk about sex and sexual things a lot. I don't think it's taboo or anything like that. So, just saying. You were never sexually attracted to Becky. I don't know how to answer that question. I really don't.
Despite the pair no longer being an item, Becky was still the more popular of the two, and Amber didn't like it.
Because Becky's the more sympathetic character in the story and people love an underdog. I'm not knocking Beck. I'm just saying that was the role that Beck assumed in the relationship, especially during the breakup. Also, people liked Beck because Beck was authentic. Even when Beck said or did things that offended and upset people, which there were some things, it was honest. You know, it was like an honest mistake, and it was just kind of... I hate saying nice. Neuro. Oh, well, good luck, Stevie. Jeez. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I'm pretty sure it's not good if you're in the emergency room. So I hope everything works out. All right. Well, here, let me entertain you.
Where's Wifey? Is she still in Kentucky? Yes. I'm so happy for Becky trying to find herself instead of being in a relationship, unlike ALR, who can't find her rectum, with peace and love.
That's not nice, acid cell.
See, even now, even at this point, Beck is still like, that's not nice. They did smile a little bit, but still.
Amberlynn, the amount of times you've lied is staggering. You never loved Becky. Your own actions have...
Oh, I hate this part.
You ain't gotta read this stuff, bro. Somebody told you ignore the mean super chats.
Becky, wish I could show you real love.
That was somebody trying to hit on Beck in the comment section. Sniff. Now you got me curious. I didn't want to pop that up for everybody. Oh, here we go. I'm not reading out loud what I'm reading because I don't want to send everybody into a spiral. Well, granted, I'm only reading like one article from USA Today, but the outcome looks goodish, just unpleasant. So I am still sending you lots of positive vibes, Stevie. Because, yeah. It looks like it's very contagious. But I'm going to assume there is some kind of treatment, but do not hold me to that. From the way the article was written, it made it sound like this is something that's been around. And typically there's some kind of treatment, but I'm sure in the meantime it's absolute hell because that's what it sounded like. So, good luck. Everybody send positive thoughts to Stevie. Waiting's the hardest part though. That's like the worst part. Like the absolute worst part. All right. I think this is about when Beck starts to snap back some though. So maybe we'll get some relief here. Oh wait, this is when she
Oh, that's sweet, Amanda. Thank you.
walks off to go cry. See? Here you go.
I don't know how long these live streams together will last, but I do know whenever I move.
You don't have to apologize, Stevie.
And I have my own channel and I've got my own everything happening. I think that would be a good time to go separate ways when it comes to channel. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
I thought when I watched this the first time, but it's been played back so many times and it's kind of iconic at this moment. I didn't realize she had actually just sat there the whole time. I thought she'd gotten up and went to another room. And Beck is still doing their best to damage control for Amber. Even all the that Amber's putting her putting Beck through at this point. Too pure for this world.
Let's do something about this angle, because I looked up at myself and I was like, oh, jeez.
Okay.
And please tell Amberlynn I send a virtual hug. Hearing her cry off screen breaks my heart.
But does she look like she's been crying? I mean, did she go and reapply her makeup again after completely washing her face? Because, like, it doesn't look like she's been crying at all.
Oh. Wait, you guys heard that?
Yeah, she knew we heard that.
Mm-hmm. Becky, my messages were ignored because she didn't like the fact I mentioned how she disrespected you in the lives. You deserve better. Well, B. Mason, I mean, I don't know what's said, but maybe it did come off as disrespectful. I don't know what she says. Have you ever intentionally tried to disrespect me?
Obviously not.
Okay, well then I don't know what you're talking about.
Probably just like me saying things like, I feel like I've said the same things you've said, you know?
Oh, like,
we probably might not have been in love, like, we loved each other,
yeah. No, y'all, these are things I already knew. Literally, I can promise you.
This is so sad. This is why I'm like, I can understand how Beck didn't see it in the moment.
Right now, it doesn't shock me because every relationship I've ever been in, it turns out they didn't really love me. So this is nothing new, and I'm not that upset about it because I get it.
No, I think that, I don't know, we loved each other.
Yeah, but it wasn't in love. Do you think you're in love now? Do you think she's in love with you? That's a very nice feeling. Congratulations.
This is her face. Smack her.
Congratulations, I've never had that.
Oh.
I was in love with you in the beginning. I was.
Mean people do suck for real, Amanda. You're right about that.
Why did Becky move out so fast? I miss her.
Gee, why did Beck move out so fast? I wonder what might have caused that.
And that was it. That was the end of the Becky era. It was officially done, leaving Amber with her new mysterious wifey who we hadn't seen yet, and perhaps we never would.
What is with these damn stuffed animals? They obviously mean something.
Honestly, are you single currently? Yes.
Her videos were painfully dull. She still wasn't treating Becky out. How am I looking? Her videos were painfully dull. She still wasn't treating Becky how she deserved to be treated. But at least she... looked away again. But at least she was settling into a new pub. Her videos were painfully dull. She's done. Her videos were painfully dull.
This is why I don't write scripts. Because there's no way in hell I'm going to remember what I wanted to say. It was narrated by the stuffed animals. Oh, is that what what was going on? Okay. Yeah, Stevie, yeah. She did not like that the spotlight was not on her, even though nobody liked her. We still. Mhm. And that's the other thing. She's never going to live the live stream era down. I mean, there's probably people who weren't here for it because there's some people that really didn't start watching her until the Wifey era, but like it's just such a great example of Amber in the wild kind of a thing. So she's never going to live it down because that's what everybody's going to think when they think of Amber's everyday personality. Also, it's kind of like her vlogs right now. What do you have to talk about? Like, if you're constantly doing a live every day, what do you really have to talk about after a while? Like, you're gonna run out of stuff. She never leaves the house. It's not like she took us anywhere to go see anything or went on an adventure with us during a live, which is difficult. I will give you that. But it's not even like she did something during the day that she could then talk about on the live. I mean, all she really did was read comments and get mad at the negative comments. All right, well, that was my light going off. So that means it is 11. So this wrapped up nicely. And we even had a little intermission with the most uncomfortable video yet of Amber's. You know, the nice thing is now I've had the shock, I can go back and watch it, and it's not going to, like, I can react to it at a baseline now. Because we didn't watch any of this part. No, wait. No, we did catch most of this, didn't we? All right. Because we were here for her freaking diamonds. Okay. Well, I don't have to worry about missing too much of it then. All right. Yeah, this was fun. Yeah, I mean, I just, the only thing I can say at this is I just hope Becca's doing better. I don't follow their YouTube channel, but I don't think they post that frequently anyway. I know there's been a kerfluffle in the recent past between Beck and Amber over, like, keeping each other's names out of each other's mouths and something the police. Ugh. And FBI Frank, I'm positive. So I am interested when and if the interview between Mr. Snowflake and Beck happens. I think that would be very interesting. So if it ever happens, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. I know Beck kind of just wants to be left alone. So, all right. Well, you catch up with this. Yeah, her and Chantel. I think Chantel's a lot worse because I don't feel like Chantel even tries to control it. I don't think Chantel sees anything. Neither Chantel nor Amber see anything wrong with their emotional reactions to things. Like, they feel justified in having that reaction, so they don't see anything wrong with their behavior. I think the only reason why, well, Chantel takes stuff down is because it's being used against her in a way that she can't control, which deleting it doesn't matter. It's all been backed up. There's no point in deleting it. Amber, I know she's taken a couple things down here and there, but for the most part, this stuff's all still up as far as I understand. So yeah, everybody, before you leave, send Stevie some happy thoughts or some positive vibes. Yeah. Seriously though. But yeah, Amber wants to be cute, but Amber needs her audience. Chantel has convinced herself that she doesn't, so what have you. I only watch Chantel through Milk Tea Reacts, so, and occasionally when Alex's Shook does a girl talk, that's the only way I even consume anything about Chantel. So All right. Well, it is at 11:03, everybody. Thank you all for attending. I truly appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. If you've been viewing and you're not subscribed, next time you can participate in the chat. And yeah, so I don't really have anything else to say. There's been a lot tonight. A lot has happened tonight. So some of it more fun than others. And yeah. I will see everybody in the next video. I plan to do another live 2 weeks from today. But I do also have to take my neighbor to the airport at some point, so I don't know, there might be some adjustments. But yes, standing right now, we should have another live stream 2 weeks from today. And I don't know, you guys, I have an Instagram that it's just Tiny Blue Dancer Reacts. So go ahead and send me messages there. I am going to get better about checking my messages. I mean, the one Curvy Asparagus sent me was only like, I think 6 days old when I finally checked it. So I'm getting better. But go ahead and send me ideas there about things that you might want me to react to. Especially if there's like a link to it, that does make my life a little easier. So let me know what you guys would like to see going forward, because I want to keep doing the lives, but I'm not entirely sure what to react to. But I will react to Glitter and Lasers. I will react to, we're gonna look at Alexandra Rodriguez. If she bores the crap out of me, we might not cover her too much. Was it Rosie Quirky Love? I need to check in with her channel. I haven't really looked at it since I started my channel. So I was thinking about doing maybe a viewing of one of her most recent videos. So if you guys like that idea, let me know. And that's pretty much it. So, all right. I will see everybody. I don't know what that was. I will see everybody in the next one. Bye.